though, because we gotta get. Oh, when they be calling my phone, I gotta put my shit on do not disturb. All right, y'all, come back in. Okay, we back. Listen. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I had to restart. It was froze. I don't know if y'all could hear me. I kept tapping the screen. My daughter called me. It was too much stuff going on. So y'all come in, tap the screen. Hey Deb, hey babes, how you doing? Y'all come back in. Y'all, let's tap the screen. That's if the more we tap the screen, the more that it will push the live out. If you don't want to share the live or repost the live, good morning, Trey. Good morning. Hey, Miss Angie. Guys, if y'all have not hit your daily heart meet yet, then please do. If you've already hit your daily heart meet, just come back in, y'all. The live was tripping. I had to restart. So come on back in the room. Come on in the room. Good morning, King's daughter. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Katie, I see you in the building. Thank you, baby, for modding for me today. Guys, let's start tapping the screen. We can quickly get up to like 5K if everybody in here helps. AJ, thank you so much, babes. Thank you so much, babes. Listen, y'all know they're going to be trying to mess with the live. So, Grand Rising to everyone. Thank you so much, Ajah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, guys, I do appreciate the gifts. It's much needed and appreciative. I'm so appreciative of y'all. It doesn't matter if it's a rose or if it's an interstellar. I'm speaking this interstellar into fruition. Do you hear me? Somebody gonna send me an interstellar today. I know it. Somebody is. We bite. Yes, we bite. But guys, we do have, and I'm just gonna say, we do have 5 gifts in the gift gallery. If somebody can contribute to that, that would be great. If you can't, understandable. We do have the little mini gift goals up here. If you guys can help with that, that'll be great. Come on back in the room, y'all. We had almost 700 people in the fucking room, and yeah, the live just froze up like a popsicle. You hear me? I don't know what had. Hey, Uni. I don't know what had happened. We wasn't on but about, it said 13 minutes, so we wasn't on that long, y'all. So everybody just come back in the room if y'all can. Again, please come in, tap the screen. This is an engagement live, okay? We want to be able to get the live out and get everybody back in, okay? So again, the more that you guys engage on it, like, you don't have to keep doing it all the time. Just every once in a while, if you can keep tapping till it gets to 100, that'll help out. If if it's 50, 60 people doing it, okay. All right. So yes, we bike. So so the Mississippi governor, again, if you wasn't in here, came out and had some things to say about preferably being Crump and Al Sharpton possibly getting criminal charges for invoking race. He's saying that they're colorblind in Mississippi and they don't, they're not racist. So I'm gonna play what Willie D said, and we're gonna get into it. Well, he's gonna play what the governor said. So y'all come in, tap the screen again. We had to kind of get off the live because my live froze. I don't know what the hell was going on. Now, after we do this, we are going to listen to part 4 because I haven't heard it yet. I don't know. I know some of y'all have. Hey, V. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you. You said whatever. What you say, friend? Y'all past racist. Baby, because the way that they trying to make it seem like in Mississippi, y'all just don't have no type of racial issues, huh? And none of the stuff. I know people there, and they.
Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves blaming attorney Ben Crump and Al Sharpton for stoking racial division in Mississippi. Stoking racial division in Mississippi? Division? Them stoking it? Let me tell you something, man. Mississippi don't need no help stoking racial division. These uncivilized mutts can do it all by themselves. They've never needed any help. They are the best at doing it. The absolute best. But, you know what? Let's just give them a chance to speak.
Officials, against possible witnesses, and against the folks that are involved in this investigation and the family, then you are also committing a criminal act, and that's going to be taken very, very seriously.
He don't want them to get justice. He don't want the family to get justice. I thought that's what civil rights attorneys were for. Like, if the law is not doing their job, then the civil rights people come in, they stand up and say, hey, we'll help you out. We'll fight for justice in the United States of America. We'll exercise our First Amendment rights to assemble and to protest and to speak freely, right? So he don't want to be exposed. Maybe that's what it is. See, that's what happens when you go too far with your corruption. You get exposed. And see, they don't want the prying eyes of the nation on Mississippi, because Mississippi got a way of doing things.
And just like I said before on the live, see, the problem is that it's bringing too much attention to it. That's the problem. Being them bringing too much attention to it, and they're asking for transparency. The reason why they keep asking for transparency, because they do. It's a good old boy system. It's a locker boy system. You know what I'm saying? It's a locker boy system. And what happens is that what they do is, and they only bring certain women in that are going to do what they want them to do. You understand? The DA is not the DA. She just a front. That's all. And see, when they brought her out to quote unquote calm the peoples down, that didn't work. You see what I'm saying? Now it's like they keep going to different, entities. Like you bringing out. You now the governor is speaking on it. What the governor got to do with a simple autopsy drowning? What does the governor have to do with it? You know what the governor has to do with it? Yes. You said what happened to Tammy? I don't know. She just she not talking about it no more. I don't know if she is or not. I'll look up and see. But she's already said everything she had to say. She's moved on to another story from what I'd heard. She's not on TikTok. She hasn't been over here. She been off of here for a while. She's on Facebook. So if you're looking for any updates with her, you need to go to Facebook. But this is the thing. A lot of people had already said that it was a lot of, and not even her, just Rabbit too. Hey Tink, hey boo, hey, good morning. Good morning, Ladybug. So, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's too much stuff that it came out that wasn't supposed to come out. These people was not supposed to do what they did. They was not supposed to go hire nobody. They was supposed to let this autopsy come out and all of this. So by that time, they can cover up. They can cover up whatever the hell that they had going on. See, what happened was, when she didn't get no information back from them people, she already knew that that woman in her gut, them parents in their gut knew that they are finna try to sweep this shit up under the rug. Because of who these kids are. She knows who these kids are. You understand what I'm saying? Now I heard that he's trying to come out and say that Nolan didn't even stay with them. Well, he didn't stay with them here recently because he was in college, of course. Oh, you back, MLK? You back? Hey, how you doing today? You done came back. You done found your way back over here. Because if anything, any other shit, it was we know that these motherfuckers is connected with big people. We understand that, right?
That circumvents the law. What the good governor really is trying to say is, get the hell out of my state, boy. You better get from around here, boy. That's what he's saying. Yeah. He don't want the prying eyes of the nation on Mississippi. Mississippi stoking racial division. They don't need outsiders to stoke racial division. But one thing that they do like, they like their blacks quiet. They want them to suffer.
What did I say? Because y'all been there for so long and y'all know y'all have it's like a go along, get along thing. It's not even some of y'all don't even know that you doing it because it's like, man, we just know how these white folks are. We know not to go over there. We know not to do this, whatever. You know, type of situation. We know not to say certain things because we know that they're going to, we don't go to these certain parks. We don't go to this certain store, all that. That's why y'all feel like it's not no racism. I think because if you don't do what they say or how they say it, you gonna go to jail. Good morning, Piggy. Good morning. Good morning to everybody coming in, y'all. It's 307 people in the chat. Can y'all please tap the screen? We got a goal of try to get to 100K. Let's try to get to 100K in the next 15, 20 minutes, guys. If y'all can, please help out with tapping the screen. That is absolutely free. Reposting the live is absolutely free, guys. If you can't, give gifts or anything, we do have a gift goal up here. I need 13 more hand hearts. So if 13 people can give one hand heart, that would be great. That'll help out with the goal. Okay?
Quietly. Don't you go out there, getting out of line now, boy, going out there asking for help. Go tell those people what's going on down here now. That's going to be a problem. Now you get on up out here now. Yeah, fam. Let me show you what he's mad about. This is why the governor is mad.
Death undetermined pending investigation. The manner of death undetermined pending investigation. Let me try to be very comprehensive. As Dr. Roger Mitchell said, that the focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue of the back of the head, the occipital region, is significant because he cannot determine why you have that red discoloration in the back of his brain. He was missing his throat when they received the body, and he wants to know why they held it back. He's not drawing any conclusions, but he said he would want to examine it if there were neck fractures or compressions to the neck, and he thinks that's significant to know at autopsy. The last thing that is significant is what we said before about him, the condition of his body when he went into the water. Was he conscious or unconscious? Was he forced or unforced into the water? He said those things are very significant. But he started off talking about this red discoloration in the back of his head is something that was of great concern to him. Definitive circumstances of death are required to determine the manner of death. For these reasons, this pathologist cannot rule out if any intervening non-accidental factors contributed to or caused the death of Nolan Wells. Understand, he said based on the examination of the body, he cannot rule out foul play.
Based on the examination of the body, he cannot rule out foul play. That's why he's mad. Yeah, fam. Before I play this next video and show you why he's really mad, why like really, really, really mad, I want to share something with y'all. Check this out. What do y'all think this is? These are pictures from the good governor's yearbook. This is when he attended Millhouse College in Mississippi. This dude is in a fraternity where they're wearing blackface. They got a group picture dressed in Confederate clothing. These are uncivilized mutts who.
But but somebody is invoking a race war. Who? Because they asking you these people are asking you what happened to they child. We finna get into this fourth part. But yeah, he didn't pretty much came out and he's speaking out. Like, that is crazy work to me. Would you got more shit you should be doing right now than to be sitting up
Sudden the door just got open and slammed, and there was a girl who walked in.
I didn't come down here.
I just want to tell y'all, I cuts up, okay? I cuts up. You gonna hear some cussing. You might hear some laughing. I'm serious as fuck. And I'ma laugh too. But I gotta get through this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't like his potato head ass. We're not gonna say his name over here because we don't want to give him no clout. His name is Tater Head. That's what we call him over here. You put the potatoes in the motherfucking chat. Do you hear me? You hear me, chat? Okay? We don't fuck. He's not our kind. You keep his ass over there. Okay? Please. We will gladly give you him and Tiger Woods. You can keep both of them, okay? It's cool. We're good. We're fucking good. But we're going to listen to this bullshit because guess what? This nigga is, hold on, y'all already know where we go. Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain where Jesus Christ was born. Yes, potato head ass nigga. Okay, all right. So when we get to talking shit about potato head ass nigga, you know the cue. Have your potato ready. Okay. No, Kanisha, cause fuck him. I'm sick of him. I'm so sick of him. They should have accidentally dropped his ass off when they was out there showing his ass out to the thing. I'm telling you, it would have been so easy. It would have been so easy. I think his wife probably would have been happy as hell. Hell, he worth more. What my daddy always used to tell me, I'm worth more dead than alive, baby girl. And the insurance is gonna pay you good. Shit, potato head ass nigga, I can't stand him. Cannot stand him. We gonna listen to this, and after we listen to this, we gonna do panel. And I'm gonna bring some people up. I can't stand his potato ass either. We gonna bring some people up, and we gonna get into this because it's a lot of shit that then came out. Matter of fact, before I play his video, let me play this. Now this video has been going around. People have been sending me this video, so I need to play this right now. So apparently this is the 911 call, but it was you can hear a little bit more in the background. Somebody was able to enhance the background of this call. So if you guys have not heard this, I suggest y'all turn your phones up so you can hear what's going on. Okay? Because this shit that I heard on here, if the police ain't heard this, when they heard this shit, oh baby, somebody finna get locked up. They won't let them out. Go get Wyatt too. They locked up. All four of them, yeah. And the girls do too. All the girls that was on there. Neither. Brandy, 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 why are you so upset, Brandy? Why do I have to shut the fuck up, Brandy? Oh, hold on. We got to give Brandy some. Brandy, Brandy, why do I have to shut the fuck up? See, we got one coming in. Hold on, I got it because I don't like, y'all know. Y'all know I can't deal with I can't deal with the gaslighting. I can't, Here we go. Cause Brandy came up in here with this bag. She first. She finna get it first. Cause she came up in here with it. What you want, Brandy? All we wanna know is what happened to Nolan. That's it. Now y'all wanna come out doing interviews and shit? You should have been telling this to the motherfucking police. Huh? Is it racist in Mississippi? You would say no, right? Yeah, Brandy, you picked the wrong lie to come in and tell me anything, boom, boom. And I'll be that nappy-headed ass bitch. I'll be out of there. I don't get food stamps or none of that. Huh? Because we don't want the gaslighting over here. Go on about your business. Huh? With your, I want to be down. What you in this live for? It's a whole black girl. Oh, you need to shut the fuck up. Your black people don't know anything. Excuse me? Excuse me? Huh? You said give you the green light. You can go ahead. Green light her ass. Get her right on up out of here. Boop, boop, boop. Y'all say bye-bye. Y'all do the bye-bye to Brandy. Because she want to be down with what you're going through. Up out of this life, bitch. Girl, bye. Bye. Bye-bye, Brandy. Bye-bye. We see you later. You can go get on your live and go rant and rave over there, okay? All right, back to what we finna listen to the call. See, they don't want us to listen to the call. That's what it is. Please, guys, we have almost 700 people in the building. You know they're gonna start trying to take the live, right, y'all? So I need y'all to tap the screen. I need everybody to start tapping the screen. Because, Brandy is a hater. She going to get mad. She going to come back over here and she going to try to report the lie. She a hater. We already know this. We know they little Steve-O. I ain't even said nothing to her. I just put a gas mask on. She going to swerve it down on bullying. I ain't saying nothing. Okay? All right. So when we finna listen to this call, like I said, and a ooh. Yes, because we need to get to 100K, y'all. It ain't going to take us, it's 685 people here, baby. It shouldn't take us but 2 minutes to get to 100K. Come on now, y'all. Hold on real quick.
All the way up. This is when they called and said that they was having trouble with that boat. You're going to hear them say Nolan. Wake the fuck up. This is why they was acting all weird. Listen. How can I hear?
Cito Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey,
Hold on.
Cito, all right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description?
And we're not surprised because we knew. But everybody that was on that island needs to be arrested now. Their parents need to be arrested because they know exactly what happened to Nolan. And you know what's even more bones?
What's the lie? Jerry, what's the lie? I'm going to rewind it again.
Cito, all right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description?
And we're not surprised because we knew.
Listen to the number for direction. What are you talking about? You said I think I heard Nolan. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out, Jerry, what is you talking about? Are you one of them ones who got the picture of it? You might be a real black man that you just feel like you trying to debunk some shit or something. What are you saying? I'm not. Are you saying that the call is a lie? Is that what you were saying? I'm gonna play it one more time, y'all. And I'm gonna play the original. I'm gonna try to see if I can find. Let me see.
I need y'all to pay attention. I need for y'all to turn y'all volume all the way back with that boat. You're gonna hear that boat, Nolan. Wake the fuck up. This is why they was acting all weird. Listen.
Cito Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're in West Tip of Florence, and our village phone stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
I'm so speechless. I knew.
Listen to what, Jerry? What is you talking about? Listen to what? We did. We heard the background. Thank y'all for 100K likes. Thank you guys. Y'all did so great. See how fast we did that? Let's try to get up to 200K. We got 706 people in the building. Jerry, I don't know what you got going on, but if you feel like it's you didn't hear that and you feel like it's 726 people up or 725 people up in here that felt like they heard it or they didn't hear it, if you amongst them, matter of fact, never mind. Let me go ahead and push play. We ain't even finna interview.
Anything other to get the truth? Did you kill Nolan? Did you have anything to do with Nolan's death? Did you delete?
Boy, he breathing hard.
People are still out there partying and they're having a good time, but something happened to where it necessitated you guys to get the boat up and running. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I'm like yelling at other people, trying to tell them, calm down. Like, the boat could possibly sink, and Nolan was sitting by the boat with that Katie girl, and my buddy yelled for Nolan, get the F on the boat, get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here. The next day, I got a phone call from my buddy Trace, and he was like, hey, man, they just found his body. My reaction was I was with my buddy Brooks. I broke down.
You guys have been interviewed by law enforcement. All of you guys have given statements. But then I think that there's a part associated with this that's being rumored out.
What law enforcement did you get investigated by? I want to know that. I want to know if it was the buddy that came up that y'all know in the police department. I want to know what police officer went in that y'all talked to. I want to know what interrogation room y'all went into. Y'all didn't go into no motherfucking interrogation room. That whoever the fuck whoever your buddy and pal is that's on that motherfucking, probably Sheriff Ledbetter, took his ass out there to the house and sat up there and y'all tell me what happened. Okay, all right. No, y'all didn't get investigated. Y'all didn't get in no motherfucking room. Thank you, boo. Y'all didn't get in no motherfucking room and say shit. You was a damn lie. What are you talking about? You ain't been investigated by no police. You've been investigated by your mom's friend that is a police officer. That's who you've been investigated by. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We trying to get a frag, guys, if we can. Whenever y'all send gifts, this will help out with the goal up here. I really appreciate y'all. We doing panel after this.
In the public, and that is the situation with the cell phone, potential deletion of messages, how the cell phone was retrieved. And I just want you to tell your side of this, because what we're getting from the media is that they literally had to I don't know, coerce you guys into giving it back. You didn't know where it was at. You were hesitant to give the phone over. Almost as they had to turn your wrist or twist your arm just to give it back.
Right.
Well, what happened with the cell phone thing? So let's go back to the first engagement you had when it comes to the family or somebody coming back to get the cell phone and keys. When did that occur, and what happened there?
Okay, well, that night, about 12:30, I went back to my buddy's house.
And you said the night of the 4th?
The night of the 4th, but it was about 12:30, I would like to say. And so I went back to my buddy's house that I stayed the night before, where we all met up, and stayed together the night before. And my buddy got a call from this guy, and the guy was like, oh, what's going on with all this Nolan stuff? Very aggravated. I mean, yeah, every right to be, but I mean, we were trying to calm him down, and he was just like, oh, where y'all at? My buddy said, we're at my buddy's house, and he said, all right, and then he just hung up. And so about 30 minutes later, I'd like to say, all of a sudden the door just got open and slammed, and there was a girl who walked in, and probably about 8 or 9 guys behind her, and then another mom, which was Javon's mom. And
who is Javon? I want to put that in perspective. Who is Javon?
Javon is one of Nolan's good friends. He's a friend of mine too. Great guy, and his mom and their family is very close with the Wells family, and I mean, so I don't know why she was there, or what was going on, but I was very surprised about this. I was you just basically kick the door open and bust up in the house with no knock or anything.
Oh, Javon, girl, listen. If I was Javion mama, oh bitch, if I was Javion mama, you want to do an interview with me, friend? Girl, we'll fly to where you at? We'll come. My chat's gonna take me. We'll come to wherever y'all. No, y'all, we don't even want. I don't want to go to Mississippi. Come on, we'll bring you somewhere else. Bitch, girl, they tried to make it seem like y'all came over there with the. Now I know good motherfucking well they came to y'all house and kicked y'all door in. You lying. You're lying. Baby, he's scared. Yeah. And he's pissed, naturally pissed. Cause what do you mean, bitch? Okay. I got to turn the camera back around, bitch.
So is Javon black or white?
Javon's mixed. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I guess he's mixed.
Yeah.
So, but he's not white.
He's not white.
Just white.
Yeah.
Or all white, I guess you might call it.
Yeah.
So then they.
Like your motherfucking kids, bitch. Potato head ass motherfucker, you.
Come in the house. Do you know any of these people?
Kayla, he make me sick.
Mom, but do you know anybody
I've
else?
seen the mom before, and I know most of them. Most of the guys went to high school with me, and I'm friends with some of the guys. I mean, I know some of them. So eventually, things started to get heated, and I was just a guy I was friends with in high school. He was like, "Man, come outside with me," and I was like, "All right." And I walked outside with him. He was like, "Man, I don't know why." They were panicking, and this is just I think Nolan's just on somebody's couch. He's been drinking all day. He's just messed up, and this is nothing that we have to worry about. As much as I sat there and I told him, I was like, I agree. I would think he's on somebody's couch, just had been drinking all day, and just drank too much and was super intoxicated. And, that's kind of what a lot of us thought, but they were kind of losing it, and they were going crazy. And the mom that was with them demanded Nolan's phone, because Nolan left the phone on the boat. And when we ran in, Nolan didn't ask for his phone, and his keys were not on the boat, because his car was parked at my buddy's house where we had all slept, the night before the 4th. And
The crazy part about it is, the more I get pissed off, the more I get really happy when he talks. Oh, it's like a catch-22. Because he just be confirming the shit that we already knew. Yeah, he rambling, but he rambling good. Let his bitch ass ramble. He rambling. You're confirming that, yes, you were at Jack's house. Okay? Fact number one. Yeah. So you're saying Nolan never asked for his phone because Nolan was on that motherfucking boat, bitch.
So the keys were left at the house because he didn't. Nolan's car was at my buddy's house where we stayed at. So of course he left his keys there. But his phone, I mean, he was drinking. He didn't have his phone in the water because no one did. And I mean, there was more than just Nolan's phone that wasn't on the boat with us.
So it was more than just Nolan's phone that was on the boat.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had all.
Did you just hear this potato head ass nigga have to correct him in the motherfucking interview, bitch? Right, yeah. I'm finna rewind it again. Bitch, no. Wait, what? No, ain't no wait, what? Ain't no wait, what? You heard exactly what the fuck. You didn't catch it? I'm gonna rewind it back. Oh, bitch, wait a minute. Ooh, I know you fucking lying. Hold on.
On the boat because his car was parked at my buddy's house where we had all slept, the night before the 4th, and so the keys were left at the house because he didn't. Nolan's car was at my buddy's house where we stayed at, so of course he left his keys there. But his phone, I mean, he was drinking. He didn't have his phone in the water because no one did. And I mean, there was more than just Nolan's phone that wasn't on the boat with us.
So it was more than just Nolan's phone that was on the boat.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had all.
Media. I know you fucking lying. Scripted like a motherfucker. Do you hear me? And they want us to believe this shit. They think we so motherfucking dumb. Let me tell you something. I'm finna get real with y'all real quick. They think we so motherfucking dumb that they can put shit on TV, they can put shit on the internet, and we gonna believe it. Preferably us. And what they try to do is they try to get as many people to say it's not true, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. And they even get people that look like us with S curls on the top of a potato. That's what the hell he looked like. He looked like he got an S curl on top of a fucking potato. Please don't ever cut your beard. Please leave that motherfucker on there. Cause I know something. A potato with ears, bitch. You know the little sprout. You know when the sprouts come out the side when the potato is old. Oh my God! Thank you, friend. I ever seen that before. Thank you, friend. I don't look. Oh, Jesus. I can't wait till you see Chronicle Speaks do this.
But on the boat, but those weren't the only people. Like, Nolan wasn't the only person that left a phone on the boat. There was a lot of people that left phones on the boat, not that didn't ride out or in with us. So we I mean, there was a couple phones that we had that we didn't know who they belonged to, and
that didn't ride out or in with us. So why would it be phones on the boat that didn't ride out or in with you? If they don't take phones, hold on. Let me catch them in this live real quick. If they don't take phones out in the water, the only phones that should be on the boat is the people who was on the boat.
my buddy's got that figured out, but it wasn't just Nolan's phone that was on the boat who wasn't there. There was a lot of phones.
So when they barged in, they started getting frantic. The mom asked for Nolan's phone.
Right.
Was there a struggle over it, or did you guys hand it over?
I mean, just handed it over. I mean, we didn't think anything of it. Like, she asked for Nolan's phone. We knew they were close friends with, the Wells family, and
First of all, you sat up there and lied, because all Tashima said is that y'all took long getting the damn phone to her. That was it. She didn't say it was no struggle. She said it took them a long time. She said we waited out there for damn near 15 minutes for them to come. And even, she was like, that's what she was saying. Like, nobody said, where is all this she barged in type of shit? Like, what?
My buddy went out to his truck.
Listen, this is the thing. And that's another thing. Do you notice that he keeps saying my buddy for all of them? It don't matter if he's talking about Wyatt. It don't matter if he's talking about Jax. It doesn't matter who he's talking about, right? He's that's up in there. He keeps saying my buddy, because he's trying his best not to incriminate them. And that's a part of the scripting. Don't say anybody's name but Nolan. Say Nolan's name. This is something that they do. Listen, y'all. They gonna be like, this little black girl know too fucking much. They do this. This is all a tactic that they do to try to make us all look crazy. To make us all look like, no, it's not racism. You guys are just doing too much. You guys are it's not that. We've been knowing him forever and this and that. That's so much your brother, and this bitch ass nigga got the nerve to sit up here and put Nolan's best friend. You wrong for that, because you was not his best friend. You didn't even go to his funeral. Them people would not have turned you away, because they really want you to come to them. They like, damn, if you supposed to be his friend, why y'all ain't over here like trying to help us figure out what happened? Because you know what happened, because you had something to do with it. And allegedly, Nolan was on that motherfucking boat. I really do believe that Nolan was on that damn boat. And he was unconscious on that damn boat. And they was trying to get him. And that was the reason why they was traveling back and forth in that damn bayou. And instead of taking, them boat back out there, they took another boat out there and dumped that boy's body out there. See, y'all acting like it ain't. No, what if the boat that we was on, it didn't move, it didn't go nowhere else, it didn't go back out. Did you check the month? Did you check Sunday? Early Monday morning, because you found the body at damn near before 9 o'clock. That's real crazy to me. That's a real good high tide time. All them boats needed to be checked. Every last one of them. But that 911 call, the 911 call, Lord. The 911 call, or whatever that call was, because it wasn't a 911 call. That right there was suspicious in its fucking self. Do you hear me? Hell no.
Truck and handed the phone over. No complications, no issue, nothing. But, I mean, I told Miss Christine that we had his phone and he had left it in our possession on the boat.
When did you? Miss Christine is Nola's mom.
Correct.
When did you talk to her about that?
When I was on. No, I didn't talk to her once. Like, it was like 12:30. I mean, I might have texted her a couple times and talked briefly about a couple things, but I never. I told her on the phone before I called the Coast Guard that we had Nolan's phone. Before I called Miss Christine, I asked, I was like, oh, well, where's his location at? Because Nolan has his Snapchat location on for me. And he said, it's, Wyatt said it's, in my truck. Like, because everybody who left stuff on the boat, it was Wyatt's boat, so Wyatt put it in his truck, it's normal. And so the phone was in possession in Wyatt's truck. And when that mom came over and asked for it, there was no issue at all with us giving the phone to her. I mean, Nolan just left it on the boat. We handed the phone to her that night of the 4th of July.
And did you guys go through the phone, or?
Of course not. I mean, none of us had a reason to go through Nolan's phone. I mean, there's multiple phones on the boat. Why would it be? And the boat was having issues. Why would our concern be getting on Nolan's phone or something? I mean, I don't even know Nolan's password. None of my friends do. We had no reason ever to get on Nolan's phone and look at anything. I didn't even touch Nolan's phone. None of us touched Nolan's phone until somebody took it off the boat and put it in Wyatt's truck, and then no one touched it until we handed it back, to the mom that was at my buddy's house.
Was that the only phone that she picked up, or was there other people's phone that they came and got? Or
that I know of, I think that was the only one that she had. But I'm not completely sure. I think that's the only one that she took Nolan's. That's it.
And so we're on the 4th, where the night, probably going into the morning of the 5th, this happens. Then the dad comes back at some point to get the keys. Right. What happened there? When was this, and what happened?
Well, my buddy Brooks drove me and dropped me off at my house, and I woke up to a text the next morning that Miss Christina texted me, and she said, "Hey, Nolan's dad's there is there at my buddy's house to pick up the keys." And I didn't think anything of it. I told her that I was praying for her, and that we were out there, and we were doing everything that we could to help out.
And when it came,
bitch, how you doing? Let me move this out the way. Y'all. Let me get this sticker off of here. I'm sorry. Let me get that off of here. Ooh, Jesus Lord. Okay, look. I'm gonna play a little bit more, but I'm gonna start bringing people up. Now, once I start bringing you up, I need you to mute your mic. If you do not mute your mic, I'm gonna have to put you down. Boom, boom. Okay, listen. Okay, now, I got my girl Keela down here. She finna co-host with me. She don't know she is, but she is. If she can. I don't know if she can get up here or not. Either her or V, one of them. But hot potato, yeah. So look, Keela like, no, yes. Look, V said I come. Okay, so listen, right now we're going to, what I need for you guys to do, I need y'all to, first of all, we should have already been at 200K likes, y'all. Come on, let's try to get up to 200K likes. Our goal is to hit 1 million on this live. We can hit 1 million on this live if everybody, work together. Now, I'm going to make sure I get everybody up here. We're going to rotate. Now, I have a couple of guests that I'm going to just keep up here. But then we're going to rotate everybody else out. I want everybody to get a chance to come up and speak and say, what they seen or what they heard. Because we could all be sitting here and looking out the same window and we can see different things. So I want to know your view out of the window of what you see or what you think about the situation. We're going to do a 3 to 4 minute tops time on your synopsis or whatever and go from there. Now, am I asking... If it's people in the chat that disagree or agree with this potato head ass nigga, I would like to hear your thoughts to a certain extent. You just don't be disrespectful. Yeah, you can say what you want, feel how you want, do what you want, but let's please not be disrespectful, especially to this family. Okay. So look, again, y'all, we gonna listen while I'm bringing people up. We're going to listen to him. So I need y'all to still be listening to him. Okay. Listening to the bullshit he talking about, but I need y'all to be tapping the screen. When you come up here, hit your mic. Okay. Your mic is going to be at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a little mic right there. You push it and it will mute you. Okay. All right. And again, we go one at a time. When I do it, we don't just free for all over here. Power to however anybody else do they live. Hey, I know this hot, but I want to hear everybody's, I want to hear everybody saying, if you say a flag word, you will. Yes, if you say a flag word, you will be dropped from the live. You have to say unalived. Okay, you cannot say the K word. You cannot say that. It's unalived. Okay. Be mindful of your words that you're saying. All right. So I'm going to start bringing the peoples up. Again, please tap the screen. Look at y'all. See, we already at 212K. I know we can do it fast, y'all. So everybody come here and tap the screen. Also, please help out with the gift goal. Y'all, I know this is crazy, but I'm just going to put it up here. It might be somebody up in this live that can bless your girl with an Interstellar. This is a part of my gallery. I need 5 things that would drop me down to 4 things. If somebody could send me an Interstellar, I really would appreciate it. If you got it, help your girl out. If you don't, I understand. Just help out with the little goals at the top, okay? All right.
Came to pick the keys up, was there a confrontation on him? Because I could have sworn I saw on the news that when he came to pick the keys up, it was almost like an altercation because you guys didn't want to give the keys over, or you said you didn't know where the keys were at?
I mean, no, absolutely not. I mean, I wasn't there, but from what my friend told me, they just had to look for Nolan's keys. It's not like, why would we be hiding Nolan's keys? There's no reason to hide anything. You know, this is our friend. We have nothing to hide. I mean, we were trying to help, do everything that we could to help out.
All right, so I want to be clear with this one thing, because I know you mentioned before that you have no reason to touch the phone. Obviously, you didn't touch the phone.
Right.
But is there any chance or any knowledge that you have that anybody deleted stuff from his phone?
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, there was no reason for us to get on Nolan's phone. No one touched Nolan's phone, but nothing. If none of us had touched Nolan's phone, then there's no reason for anything to be deleted. I mean, no one even was in contact with his phone until it was moved from the boat to the truck. And none of us have access to Nolan's password to get on his phone and delete anything. Absolutely not. And we have no reason to delete anything. I mean, there's nothing to hide here. I mean, we have had no reason to delete anything, and we never did.
All right, so I have something I want to make sure we're clear about.
Bro.
I just want you to explain, what does that mean? Some people in their mind, they may think he's cradling like a baby.
Yeah.
Like what is that scenario?
Yeah,
like?
he was. I mean, Nolan was off. The last time I saw him, like I said, I was off the bow of the boat, and like I said earlier, if you had jumped off the bow of the boat, you were probably about chest or neck deep in water. So Nolan wasn't like carrying her out the water. She's sitting in the water, and Nolan's arms are under the water, and he's carrying her from under the water. But her head's still out of the water, Nolan's head's still out of the water. And I was looking at both of them. So.
Oh, so he's kind of like holding her.
Right.
Like,
in the water, though.
Like we grown, right? There's 2 people in the water. They feeling each other.
Right.
Like, meaning feeling they like each other.
Right.
And
that was obvious.
He's a little more close to her, and they're kind of having a moment.
Correct.
Not insinuating that it's sexual, but
no.
They're.
Hey guys, if you guys are not trying to come up, I know it's some people who are tapping the screen that are not trying to come up. If you can, just hit the uninvite, because a lot of y'all are tapping the screen. I don't know if y'all are tapping the screen and you don't want to come up, and that's fine. I just need y'all to make sure you uninvite yourself. Like, click off of it. And if you are tapping the screen, come up here to my box, or I think it's like, don't go down. Don't tap the screen down there. Just, try to tap the screen in the comments or in the box right there. Okay.
They're together. They like each other. You looking at him, you like, bro, you crazy. Because you know that he like her and he's hanging out with her.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That makes sense. And when was the last time that you saw Nolan? And then when was the last time that someone reported to you that Nolan was doing? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You saw him at a certain point, but then someone else saw him a lot later when you guys were gone.
Right. Okay. So the last time I personally laid eyes on Nolan was at like 3:00, and he was, front of the boat with the girl, and that's the last time I saw him. But there were, I've talked to somebody personally that saw Nolan at 6:00, and someone, we weren't even the last people to see Nolan.
Now somebody didn't saw him at 6:00 Now somebody that saw him at 6:00. Money, Powers, please mute up for me, sweetie. I think some of y'all are not trying to come up. I don't know. I'm just pulling people up. If you wasn't trying to come up, just drop down. If you are, stay where you at, okay? But I'm sitting here tripping out. This is wild.
Once we left, there was still dozens on
Now it's 6 o'clock.
dozens of boats around us. And, I mean, clearly we were not the last people to see Nolan.
So, Warren, I'm going to ask you some very pointed questions. I mean, just straight out. I didn't come here to, do anything other but to get the truth and for you to have a voice in this. And the first thing I want to ask you is, did you kill Nolan?
Of course not.
Did you have anything to do with Nolan's death?
Of course not. Absolutely not.
They say that you guys deleted stuff out of his phone. Did you delete anything out of Nolan's phone?
No, of course not.
The mom act like, or at least she portrayed on television, and the rumors are that you weren't really good friends with Nolan. Is that true or not?
Absolutely not. I hung out with Nolan probably like 30 days a week. I mean, seriously, at least. Some days my friends want to hang out every single day, and Nolan was always there. So,
and obviously people may see this and know the facts later,
right,
that you weren't able to go to the funeral or the memorial service.
Right.
Why didn't you go? What was that?
Well, I mean, with everything going on social media right now, with people saying the crazy things that they're saying, I would never want to take the attention off of Nolan and his family. They don't deserve that. And, for own personal reasons, I mean, I've gotten thousands of death threats. My family's got thousands of death threats. And, for my own safety, I'm not going to put my own health and safety at risk,
Why not? It's not any racial tension. And why would you be getting any death threats if it's not no racial tension in the city? In Mississippi at all, it's not no racial tension. So why would you? And why are you're getting thousands of death threats? You for what? Is what I'm trying to figure out. See, I think you might have gotten one or two, and you got scared, and now it's thousands. Now, if anybody getting hundreds of death threats, it's they mama and daddy. And you mean to tell me you so motherfucking selfish that you will say, oh, I'm not going to go because I don't want to bring attention. Me. He a prick, bruh. Boy, I've been around this shit all my motherfucking life. I swear to God, this is typical shit out here.
I want to say my last goodbyes to one of my best friends, but I mean, if I'm getting thousands of death threats of people saying they're going to kill me and do crazy things to my family and I couldn't bring myself to go because, I got to put my own safety first. And even if that means, missing my friend's funeral, I mean, it's horrible and I wish I could have been there, but that's what's been going on,
And, you guys, I think this is the first time that you've publicly gave a statement about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously you're doing it with me. We're going to put it out there for the world. Why did you choose to do it now? And why did you choose to not speak to anybody but me?
Right. Okay. Well, Officer Tatum, I've been watching you for a good while now. And, I think you're a great guy. You've kind of, ever since things got really hot, you've kind of been on my friends and I's side. And I really like that about you. I mean, I thought you were very confident, well-spoken, and I really enjoyed that. And
you a good nigga. You a good one. You a good one. And it's crazy how this man, Taterhead, is sitting in front of here taking this as a compliment. And this man literally is this little boy. No, he ain't no little boy. Cause see, that's their problem. They always be trying to make it seem like they motherfucking kids is kids when they under 21. Why Wyatt talking about there's no one over 21. Bitch, that ain't. She said, is there any adults on here, you idiot? Are you serious right now? My God, today.
All my friends and I watch you. We all think you're great.
And all y'all racist then. We fucking love you, Taterhead. We love you. You get those niggas together over there, We love those. We love it when you tell her niggas over there, drinking rah-rah. You tell those niggas over there, you get them together over there. Yeah, we love you all for Tatum. We've been listening to you for years. Yeah, you're one of the good ones. We'll bring you home. You can come and eat the potato salad with with the raisins in it. We love you. You're one of the good old boys. Yeah. I knew your mother. She used to, I knew your mother. She used to work for my dad. Yep. She was a slave for my dad and she was a good one. And so I appreciate you. You done came a long ways. You done got some money and things, So we love you we appreciate you, over here. I'm sorry, y'all, to y'all on the panel, but y'all know y'all know how I am. But still be me with y'all up here.
Hey, we love your faith with the Lord. We try to be closer and closer with the Lord every day, and so did Nolan. We just really like the way
you going to hell. You going to hell. You're going to hell in a handbasket, sir. You might as well get ready. You might as well have your time on this earth right now, sir, because you're going to hell. You is Lucifer's grandson. Do you hear me? You might as well go and pick him. Boy, go in there, go hard bass in his ass to hell right now. Come get his ass. Get his ass. Come get his motherfucking ass. He going to hell. Just lying.
Based off of race, because that's a horrible thing.
Was this about race?
Horrible. Oh, this is a horrible thing. This is horrible. So, okay, we literally got. Oh my God! Hold on, y'all. I got to hold on. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all talk. Let me pause to just. I'm gonna play it for like 5 more minutes, and then we gonna pause it because it's got 8 more minutes on it, and then because I need y'all to take over for a second because my nerves. I'm trying to keep the live alive, Jesus. But he.
Does this have anything to do with race as far as
Jesus,
your perspective?
Just lying.
Absolutely not. Nolan's been a great friend of mine since 8th grade.
Let him bake.
Nolan isn't my only friend of color, and I have plenty of friends through high school and friends I have now, not just Nolan, who are black, Mexican. I've never looked at that, and none of my friends ever have. And if you do, that's disgusting.
And if you had a chance to, tell the world that have painted this picture of you and your friends as being potential murderers of Nolan, white supremacists, racists, what would you want the world to know if you can summarize to them in a very short paragraph or a few sentences?
Yeah.
What would you want to say to them if you had the opportunity?
I would want to say to them that my family and I are praying for y'all. I could never tell somebody that I'm going to kill them.
Bruh, please, we don't need your prayer we do not want prayer from y'all.
I'm gonna,
them people ain't even threatening y'all. Them people is not threatening y'all. We don't want no damn prayer from y'all. We don't, child, please. That Christian shit y'all be covering up with y'all ain't no Christians. Y'all some Christianots. That's what the hell y'all is. You're not Christians, you're Christianots. Y'all just knots, goddammit.
I've received, and my family's received, absolutely horrible threats about this. And I want people to know that our faith with the Lord is stronger and means more to us than anything. We all trust the Lord.
What's up, Ms. Long?
And for the Lord to reveal the truth. And I know that's what will happen because I have faith and my family has faith. But I want people to know that I'm praying for them. And if they want to speak hate and speak, these horrible things, and you're obviously not in the right state of mind, and you need to work on yourself. It's a horrible thing, and but race was never a thing between Nolan and I and my friends. I have friends in my friend group that are Mexican and mixed, black. That's never mattered. And I think it's just absolutely disgusting that people try to make this narrative out of something that it's absolutely not, first off, and out of something that they have zero facts about. Jackson County hasn't released any facts. There haven't been any facts about this case other than that, just timelines and, stuff like that. But it's horrible.
V, go ahead, baby. Go on, V. Please take the floor just for a minute.
Good
Please.
morning, y'all. Prayers to everybody that is being triggered by Potato Head because
Girl.
he been running my pressure up just hearing him and watching the manipulation happen as if we slow as molasses. One
Crazy.
thing I want people to understand is when he said he never went to Nolan's house and didn't know the family like that. Come on, y'all. So Nolan never had a birthday. Nolan was a star athlete, so Nolan family never celebrated him at the house with a function. That didn't make no sense, okay? But one thing that stuck out to me too with the phone situation was, I think it was Officer Potato Head, or it was Warren. I think they said something in regards to, I forgot, girl, I lost my train of thought because the man had me so damn triggered, y'all. Let me. I had a brain.
Listen, I understand.
I had a brain fog because it was something.
I was asking Keela, was she coming up?
So let me press mute right quick. I got a call
Okay.
coming in.
Okay. Vibing. I mean, well, Anita, go ahead, baby. Go ahead, Anita. Go ahead. You next. We're gonna start from this side and then go.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
Woo. Woo. I'm just going to exhale one more time. That was a lot. Woo. Okay. That was a lot. I can't say nothing.
You just sit right there. Just sit up there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you okay. You okay. I'm gonna drop you down just for a second and I'm gonna bring you back up.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now I want y'all to know who Miss Anita is. She this is her family. She is her child is some kin to Nolan. And I need you to understand that it's very, very, it's people in here that I know that are not in the state, but this is very triggering to see these people be trying to do this shit in our face right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to,
Oh, wait, right quick. Why it's on my mind? It's on my mind. I won't cut you off right quick. The phone thing. When he said was Nolan's phone the only phone, and they said, and he was like, yeah. I remember Officer Warren or one of them, Officer Potato Head or Warren said the mama didn't even come to get Nolan's phone. The lady went to go get the phone because her son's phone was one of the phones on the boat too. I know I heard him say that. So they was trying to make it seem as though Miss Christine didn't go get the phone because it wasn't a priority. I'm using air quotes because that's how they're trying to set up the play, as if she didn't care. She had to send somebody else to go get her son's phone. And it wasn't because it was just Nolan's phone there. It was another kid, the other mama who went. Her son's phone allegedly was on the boat too. So I'm like, well, which one is it? Because just now we just heard him say that Nolan's phone was the only phone that was left on the boat or whatever the case may be. But that's something that I caught in an interview because I think Officer Potato Head did an interview with, I forgot the black guy name. And he said, yeah, the other kid phone was there too. So the mom went to get her son's phone and then Nolan mom said, well, pick up his phone while you're there. Type of stuff.
And I think that you can tell with how he was talking about that mom. You can tell it was Tashima, the black mom.
Yep.
And his daddy, I told y'all Javon's daddy is white. See, they cool with Javon's daddy. They don't fuck with the mama, as you can see. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Javon is half in, half out. And
Okay.
again, for Mr. Potato Head to try to put in there like, oh, what is Javon? Is he mixed? Or then he gonna say, well, he's really, he might as well say he's black. Okay, well, your kids is black too. What does that have to do with anything? To again, y'all, please catch the play. They are trying to put this off on Javon. They trying to put it off on him. And that boy probably wasn't even nowhere around. He probably know what happened. Javon probably know what happened because they got a small friend group. Everybody know everybody up in that group, and that's why everybody is complying. He is the ringleader. That's the reason why he coming out saying something. Everybody else is they don't have the power and the connect to do. They are putting this out, and what they're doing is they're trying to counteract all the people who are actually putting out, like me, V, Keela, all these other content creators. It's one. Is it Isaac? It's a lot of people on here that are actually bringing out some real deal factual information right now. These people, they starting to squirm because now they're doing interviews. Now the parents ain't said nothing, y'all. We ain't heard these parents say nothing negative about these people.
See, Warren said something because he, his stepmom is the judge, right? So I feel like she think it's in his best interest to go with Officer Potato Head because he can help guide. Like we see, he was he was setting up the plate. He was pretty much helping Warren answer the questions to exonerate himself, to eliminate himself from being a star, component in what happened to Nolan. So he did that. Nobody else is saying nothing. And I'm pretty sure the parents want the other kids to say something to get themselves out of the water, but Warren jumped on it first. He jumped on it first because he got those connections and he has been coached at home by law enforcement and a judge. And now he has also had his hand held throughout this podcast. Because think about it. If Warren would have went to NBC News, if he would have went to Don Lemon, if he would have went anywhere else, he would have incriminated himself. He already incriminated himself with this, but it would have been, they wouldn't have guided him in a questioning. And he would have told some real stuff that happened. That's why they specifically picked him to go to Officer Potato Head. Anybody else would have got him. They would have got him locked and loaded.
I agree. All right, we're gonna go over to Miss Tia because she was waiting. Miss Tia, you there? Okay, I don't think Tia is there. Kayla.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So basically, the call that everybody is referring to right now, I'm feeling like now that this call has been released, it confirms that there's a female that was on the boat. So now it's going to be, who is that female? What did you see? Because she asked, is he D-word or is he, vying with the D, you get what I'm saying? So they're gonna want to know who that is. And the thing is, they gonna have to get to talking, because if you don't get to talking, once they figure out who's up there, everybody is gonna go down for it. So at this point, this is whomever that was on that boat opportunity to come out and go ahead and set it all out on the floor. And this little Warren right here, I feel like he was the one that was yelling, "Get the fuck up!" Because even if in his interview, he said, I'm yelling, telling everybody to quiet down because the boat might sink. He's the most aggressive one. You get what I'm saying? But during the call, Warren is the one Wyatt is the one that's making the call back to the people. I got an echo. Okay, Wyatt is the one that's making the call back to the tow, right? So while Wyatt is the one making the call, everybody, they're observing what's going on with Nolan, and that's why he's so distracted when this lady is asking him these questions, and he can't run that information off because now, oh, this boy done unalive. He's not just unconscious. We got to call and cancel this tow now. We can't have them come out here and get us because they're going to discover something has happened to him. So that's why the damn tow was canceled and they didn't come out there to get them. Hey, I'm going ahead and mute up because I'm
that part.
What you said? Look, and what you said. Okay, well, Keela gave us another view out of the window. All right, vibing. You next, babes.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
Happy Saturday, everybody. I want to say justice for Nolan, prayers for Miss Christine, Mr. Elmore, the Wells family. But when I tell y'all, my friend Miss Live 3D, Keela, all y'all been knee deep in this baby for this baby, his internet aunties and uncles and cousins, we standing on all 10 behind him. And I appreciate y'all so much because y'all coming in and y'all speaking facts. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this in a kind way. Tater had to sit his ass down somewhere. He is never invited to the cookout ever in life, ever. We trading his ass in for Nancy Grace on any day. Come on, Nancy girl.
Well,
Come on.
hold on. No, hell no, because I'm tired. Listen, I'm watching. Hold on. I'm watching her ass. I'm watching her, friend.
I'm watching her too. But what I'm saying is she will get to the facts. But
I give her that. She doing.
I'll take her over Taterhead. But see, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah, I
something
will. I
interesting.
would. I say that. I would take her over Tater. Yeah, I would.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Warren telling on himself so much, friend. He's so guilty. His dog a holler. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And Taterhead, sit your ass down somewhere because I don't care about anything. And I'm kind of like you, friend. Let's just take the race out of it. Let's just take the D's as friends, period. I don't care if my son or daughter friend is purple, black, yellow, green, blue. Baby, when you come back, that rainbow better be the same color it was when it left this mother. Do you hear me? All colors accounted for. And that interview, he literally is leading Warren, like basically giving him the answers to the questions. But then, like Miss Keela said, that recording from that 911 call or whatever you want to call it tells a lot because I ain't gonna lie to you, I listened to it like five times last night and I had to stop because it had me in tears because I'm like, you can hear them saying what it is basically. And if y'all in serious panic that this boat finna sink, why y'all say no to the Coast Guards? Why you say no to the Coast Guard? Because you should have been trying to get in and everybody out there right then and there to get y'all from sinking. And then Warren said that Katie girl as if he don't know her, but then that Katie girl was on a boat with y'all. But you don't know her like that. So if you gonna speak some facts, and then how you gonna try to flip it and make it seem like the parents came and kicked in the door aggressively and all of that? Like, yep, that's my first time hearing it because that's not even what was said from nobody else. Nobody else. And then Taterhead, you sitting here basically like you was there. Like you was one of the people on the island telling him what you basically seen. And then I'm going to say this and I'm going to get down so everybody else could talk. I'm like you, friend, when you say you cannot go back to a place that has caused tragedy or trauma. I buried one of my best friends a couple of years ago. And she's finna welcome a new grandbaby. I cannot even go to her house now, which is my godson. He finna welcome a new baby. I can't even go over there because I know that's where his mama used to be. So you mean to tell me that you then went back to Horn Island where your buddy or your friend, why it is you ain't got no emotion, you ain't got no shaking in your voice, you ain't choked up, you ain't got no sense of nothing. Y'all just out there walking around on Horn Island
like it's a
like
dinner
nothing.
date or some shit. Like y'all just, you just hanging out. I'm just
Like
showing
this
my
was a
boy.
regular day. No, chills. No, oh man, I miss my bro. Like none of that. You want to use a bro in a wrong context. But if you were seriously hurt by what happened to Nolan, you would have some kind of physical reaction, emotional reaction, teary-eyed or something. You showing nothing. And the fact that you sitting here and want to flip the narrative and say stuff, but why telling on himself? Like you said in your live the other day, I was on your live the other day for a couple of hours. Wyatt is spilling not Wyatt, my bad, I'm
Warren.
sorry, Warren. He's spilling all the beans. Like you said, let him keep talking. Because he telling on everything. When you got to sing, go and tell it on the mountain. I'm not going to lie to you. I was over here dying. Do you hear me? You put them red glasses on. I was over here rolling. I
You know I
said,
got
baby,
to you know I got to get him in real quick one time.
listen, I was all in the chat. I was like, Yes, but
Well,
that's all right, y'all. Like you said, y'all keep covering the story, keep putting in the chat justice for Nolan. Y'all could keep supporting my friend. But everything is coming to the light. And we're not gonna back down. We're gonna continue to stand up for this baby.
amen.
Nolan, we praying for your family, your internet, your aunties, your cousins. We all in the chat. We all gonna see this thing through. Miss Christine, we praying for you day in and day out. Mr. Elmore, we praying for you day in and day out. Justice for Nolan Warren. Keep on talking to Tate Head. Go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't he just don't know he done messed up. Thank you, vibing baby. I thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Can I say one thing?
Hold on,
My bad.
YT. Cause we go around in the circuit things, but since you did just interrupt us, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you over there. But hold on, before you say something, let me do some housekeeping real quick. YT, guys, we got almost 600 people in the building. Thank everybody for tapping the screen. We are almost at 400K. Y'all know our goal on this live is to get to it close to 1 million if as possible. So if y'all can, please tap the screen. Also, if y'all can help out with the gift gallery, really would appreciate it. Right now, I need one Interstellar. I'm 5 things away from completing my gallery. If you want to help me out with that, I just need one Interstellar. If not, these are the little goals at the top. We need some live little thingies or hand hearts or a money gun. Also, make sure you gift the panel. If the panel is saying something that you like, make sure you gift the people. Let them know that you like what they saying. You know what I'm saying? So y'all do that, okay, in support of the panel. Also, guys, again, I do want to let y'all know, if y'all are following me, I am going to do a back to school giveaway for the first couple of weeks, first 3 weeks of August, okay? So if you guys are following, you have to follow and you have to hit a daily heartbeat, okay? Those are the only 2 things that you have to do, all right? And you can be in the pot to get, what I'm going to be giving away, all right? So again, I just wanted to throw that out there because I know school about to start back, or already didn't start back for some people. So I'll be trying to support any way that I can. So again, y'all tap the screen. If you want to come up and you want to speak, just hit the little thing. I'll bring you up here. Try to keep it in between 3 to 4 minutes if we can. And if you want to stay on the panel, if you got something you want to, rebuttal to, just let me know and I'll keep you up here. Okay. All right. Why Tad? How are you?
Good in you.
I'm good. Go ahead. What's your view? What's your take on this situation?
First thing I want to say, I'm hearing all lies in that video. Because, for one, if he was a real friend would have went back to that island to make sure his friend was straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, safe. Just to make sure he good and know that. And I'm seeing, and I'm also hearing that one of the parents, that's, a parent of one of the kids, works in the, works in the court, but, is Justin for Nolan. And in my opinion, I see this case going the way how Emmett Till went, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm seeing the case going the way how he went, how, Nolan, they said that Nolan was talking to a girl, and I'm seeing that he ain't like that. Nolan was probably talking to the girl, and I'm seeing the case going it that way. Nobody stepped out. Nobody stepped and said anything about the case except for this interview now we see with him and the tap dancer. But that's all I gotta say. It's Justin for A Nolan though.
Thank you so much, Why Ted. I appreciate you for your view out of the window. Thank you so much. All right, we got Gorgeous. You're next.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day, first and foremost. I love your page. I be page stalking sometimes, but okay. First and foremost, lock everybody up. That's how lock them all up. Officer Potato Head with his shrimp noodle built, milk carton head, South Park both feet move at the same damn time. Butterbean biscuit head. I'm talking like I can go in on him, okay? Because the way that he pretty much coached him through that interview speaks volumes. It speaks volumes.
Baby,
I also want.
you'd have thought they was on the basketball team
Do
together.
you hear me? Do you hear
Like,
me? You
what
would have
the
thought they
fuck?
was
He just
long
told
lost
him what
cousins or something.
to say.
Because what was that? I was watching it like, what is this? You stuttering? You giving all type of claims that really don't even match reports that came out. If you really want to be real about it, you could tell that he was definitely coached. And then I don't know if anybody else saw this, but I just ran across a picture before I got on here. I just ran across a picture and it shows a picture of all of them on the boat, including the girl. And to me, it looked like Nolan's leg was hanging off of the boat because on the call, she asked, well, how many people are alive? Not alive. She didn't say it like that, but she asked how many people with life pretty much are in the boat. Now, in this picture, what I see is Nolan's leg hanging off the boat right there. I see that girl sitting on top of him. She's either sitting on top of him or she's sitting next to him. And then I don't know if y'all see, but the guy that's sitting on the edge of the boat, I feel like right before his knee, that's Nolan's head. It looked like they trying to throw him off the boat. Then you could hear her say pretty much something about him being unalive or is he breathing? Like if y'all listen, I had to listen to that call over and over and over and over. And then for her to say for the what I forget what the captain or not whatever he is to say, well, I literally just got off the call with his granddad and his granddad said such whatever. Man, say like, what do you mean y'all still not gonna send nobody out to check on some kids? He clearly said there's no one on the boat over the age of 21. First of all, who provided y'all the alcohol?
Hold on, real quick. Y'all said the picture is the picture is not real. I'm not saying if it's real or not. I just put the picture up that she said she's seen. Did you hear me say? Did you hear me say one time that the picture was real? Why y'all trying to come in here and spin whatever narrative you trying to spin? I understand how this shit go. I understand that it's stuff being taken out. You understand what I'm saying? The original picture is way blurry. All they did was put it in Chat GTP and got Chat to clear it up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why when y'all run it into an AI system, that's why it's going to say it's AI. But the original picture that they have that's on there, it is kind of blurry. You still can't really see. You have to do some blowing stuff up. Same shit that they do at the police station when they cut out 5 seconds before whatever happened and they just show you the part of whatever happened and they clipping parts and you seeing cuts and stuff. Same thing. I'm not pushing this picture, but I'm putting the picture up because this is the picture that's going around right now. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come up in here and you talk, oh, that picture is fake, that picture is AI. To me, it makes me think that the picture got some type of truth to it because you yelling for no reason.
That part. Come on now. Say it louder for the ones in the back. Because I don't think they hear you. You feel what I'm saying? From what I've seen, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly for the people in the chat that's feeling some type of way saying that the picture is fake. Ben Crump supposedly released the picture. I ain't been on Ben Crump page to see nothing. I came straight here because this is where I come for all of my tea.
Now I've been on his page. I didn't see it up there.
It's not up there.
So it might be AI.
It might be.
It might be AI.
Might be.
But I'm gonna say this: that picture, the original picture, is not AI.
Yeah. because it's another picture that was released. It's videos of people that are on the island, and I'm gonna make it quick because I know you said 3 minutes. I'm sorry, sis, but this just frustrates me because this shouldn't even be a conversation. That boy had a whole life ahead of him, and then for his family to have to see and hear certain things. I don't care what nobody say. It's a cover up. Lock them boys up. Lock that woman up that came out with a statement about her son. Lock up the girl because she clearly is not being. Everybody's not being honest about something. But in that picture,
listen. Y'all ain't hold on now, because I think I'm on Katie. Say I don't know. Some telling me they trying to wrap Katie up in this shit. Katie said, "Hell no, I'm not finna be the white girl that y'all try to pin this on." I really feel like they trying to blame Katie and Javon.
yeah.
That's what I feel like they trying to distance themselves and push all it on them.
They definitely trying to throw it on somebody. However, just to hear a female's voice in the back of the call, I mean, who, you know what my thing is, who else could it be? But I mean, everything that I'm saying is alleged. Don't chew me out and throw me away, chat. This is just my opinion and my view on the situation. However, I just feel like everybody needs to be locked up. My prayers are to the family. I'm sorry, I don't know if we could say that on TikTok or not, but I dislike the fact that this young boy even had to experience that with people that he trusted.
Yeah,
I'm gonna land my plane.
Thank you, Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you so much. Hold on, y'all.
Sure.
Let me get the backdrop back on. Guys, if y'all can, please make sure y'all keep tapping the screen. Keela V, y'all got something to add real quick before I let anybody else speak?
Go ahead. Well, I don't.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this backdrop. Okay, there we go. All right. So the next person is a big three. You was next.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, this is really sad. I just really have to say that, like, this is an AI world that we live in, and the fact that we caught them in the middle of a cover up. I want to know what job AI took from them, because y'all missed it and y'all messed up, because we all have that same technology and advancement on all these devices that we have here recently, using ChatGPT to DeepSeek and all of them competing and everything. We have this technology. They could take that audio and separate the background from the first call. We can do that as well when we're uploading videos and things on TikTok. We can take out the original song and lower that down and put our song in there. We can do those things, and they have even better technology than we have. So the fact of the matter is, they are around. So it don't take this long to discover that it was a simple drowning that they claim. We would have known that it was simple, that he drowned by now. It don't make no sense to carry this out if that wasn't the case. If that was the case that he drowned. So all these stories, the fairy stories coming up, could be true. Could be. Because where's Nolan? The number one fact we do know is that Nolan is unalived. And if they went back the next day and nobody touched him, he'd have been sitting there on that island. Because I know he's not finna swim in the dark. And when it's pitch black, he'd have been hungry.
But see, Warren just a minute on, because I'm once we get through with everybody on the panel, I'm gonna play the last 10 minutes. Before we stop this live, he admitted that somebody else, one of his buddies, seen Nolan at 6 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah. So you saying the last time you seen him was at 3. You didn't say that at first. You said the last time anybody seen Nolan was at 3 o'clock.
He said that.
And I think that 5 o'clock, I think that 6 o'clock I think it was around 5:30, because I think it was around 4:30, 5:30, or I'm saying, because sometimes He's saying 6 o'clock. And when he said, I think it was around 6, I think he was trying to be off. It probably was around 5. It probably was around 5.
And let
Because
me tell you why, because we got a new character unlock. You know, we play these high-tech video games. New character unlock is Jerry. Because Jerry is the grandfather.
Grandpa Jerry.
Because Jerry had them
That
said,
called the peoples on the line.
Jerry said, well, they don't need help no more. Because he hadn't called granddaddy. Right? And so all this route y'all took on the boat that was supposedly sinking, but see, the thing is, it was a group of them within 3 boats. So if I'm gonna meet up with this boat or this boat and we gonna boat hop and do this and that, that's when they was doing all of that. We didn't know what was going on in this situation right here, because that's the time.
So why did I want to know one thing too, Officer Potato Head? So you showed the video of everybody docking on the boat, which we seen that he was the only black person out there. We seen Nolan was the only one docking on all 3 of the boats, right? It was 20 people that came. Everybody came back on either one of them boats. One of them went out early. It was like 4 or 5 people that went out early. The rest of them went out on them boats that they had. Mind you, it was too many people on that motherfucking boat, and it had to been some type of dead weight on that boat that was making that little bit. That's a little bitty ass boat, y'all. It ain't supposed to be about 2 or 3 people or 4 people on that damn boat. That's what it looked like.
And I thought it was a Triton was going to be a big boat, the name of the word. So
now the other boat that they was on, was pretty big. I think it held like almost 15 people or something like that. But that particular boat that they was taking out there, that motherfucking boat was small. I don't think it should have been no 7, 8 people on that goddamn boat.
So the fact of the matter is, when she was trying to ask him how many living souls on the vessel, and he had a hard time trying to answer that question, and he didn't know what to say because somebody just unalive right here. So that picture you just showed, he eventually says 7, and that picture shows 7 people, which is including that black leg.
Well, apparently our eyes is not seeing it. So but thank you, Big 3. Thank you so much for your intake. You brought some stuff to my attention as well. Thank you. All right. Let's do a little interlude, guys. If we can, please tap the screen. Keely, you got something to say? Come on.
I'm over here looking right now. The people are putting false reviews on Nolan's mom page, basically saying things like would not recommend her. One person put a review and said, I wouldn't trust her to care for anyone. I don't hate anyone that much to recommend her. My oath is do not harm. And another person, the last one says, unfortunately, I'm looking for another medical provider. I don't feel Christine has my best interest at heart. I should be treated the same as her patients that share her skin color. So now they're targeting the mama's career by putting false reviews.
Wow.
This is
and
crazy.
That woman never made, that's my thing, she never made it about race. Our people, black people, was mad with Miss Christine in the beginning because she was more concerned about how the friends felt. She said it wasn't about race. Our people was attacking her in the beginning because she said it wasn't about race. She never said nothing about race.
That is so crazy. That is so fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that just fucked me up right there. Because how the fuck, and y'all are trying, and I feel like it's them. It's them doing it though.
Absolutely. You don't even have a reason of why. And if you look at the statements that they're saying, they're like kind of like would not recommend her. Why? Well, what was the reason why you wouldn't recommend her? And now all of a sudden is this like, yeah. So now what's gonna happen is
they attacking this woman, and they attacking the family because they were supposed to not say nothing and just accept their drowning. And now because they have not, and because they done found something, I'm telling you, they done found something.
I told you last time when the DA got involved, and as soon as that DA got involved, something have to happen. Who they gonna prosecute? Nolan gone. Who they gonna prosecute? And then now I'm finding out that when you're dealing with boats and stuff, the owner of that vessel is responsible for every single life that left out on the boat that day. So now they really can bring criminal charges
To
to
the
the
pen.
actual owner of the boat, because anybody you take on your vessel, you are responsible for. You're liable for. They wrong for that,
Wow.
and they doing it because people probably was leaving comments underneath the judge stuff. It's like a tit for tat. Then people are making it petty when all this lady want is answers to what happened to her child. She never made it about nothing else but answers for her
Tributes from other
child.
stars and fans alike across social media. R.I.P. to him. One.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. My bad, y'all. I was letting somebody up. I don't know what the hell that was. Go ahead, V.
You could take the next person. That shit just triggered the hell out of me, killer, for real.
Girl, I literally, my chest hurt. I
I
feel like
was
somebody just
strolling
sat on
to
my
check
damn chest.
updates. I was strolling to check updates as people coming in, and that's what I've been seeing just now on the book face.
That is crazy. And the fact that did y'all see y'all? I reposted her video that she put up.
And I don't want. So when I saw her video, y'all, I don't want that lady to put nothing else up, because these people are spending it. They dissecting her mannerisms and all of this and all of that. They're trying to make it like she want clout, like it's just about clout and money. You see how they're coming up with a new narrative about how he wasn't allegedly living with her. He didn't have a close relationship. Why none of this stuff was said the first week and a half? Just like nothing about Nolan being drunk and belligerent was said up until the heat started getting hot on the rest of the people, and they closing in on him. They wasn't talking about Nolan being intoxicated in the beginning. They wasn't talking about Miss Christine not being a good mom in the beginning. Now all of a sudden they want to assassinate their character.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. That's what they're doing now, because they feel like we have assassinated their character. Mind you, nobody has said. Nobody. I haven't even said that they did it. I've been holding since the day I started this on July the 5th. I have said the same thing over and over again. I ain't even tripping off the race part. That's your friend. Why didn't you do your? Why didn't you? It's so many holes on why you didn't make sure that your friend got back. Or even, this is my thing, you was on 3 different boats and another boat went off. Cool, whatever. You kept saying, now all of a sudden we hearing you said, oh, my buddy was saying Nolan get on the fucking boat. Before they started this, we didn't hear shit about that. All we heard them say was Nolan said he was staying with the girl. Now all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which we heard it on the call. So it got to be some type of truth to it. It's just, to me, it's like, I don't understand how y'all have made the parents the villains and y'all have became the victim in this situation. Like, I do not get that. And right now, the only way that we are going to be able to really truly help Miss Christine and Elmore is if we continue to point out the indiscrepancies that they have as well. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I know some of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this. Stop even coming over there on that. If you not gonna come with some savvy way to get their asses, stop going over there commenting on it. You can go over there and say Jesus love you and you going to hell or something, like, do that. And another thing, I get it. It is probably some people that are pissed off and that's probably sitting, sir. But I guarantee you, them people are not getting threats like that. They're feeling uncomfortable. They're being called racist. They're being called oh, y'all are wrong because y'all left that boy out there. That's what they dealing with. They not dealing with nobody harassing their family and threatening them. Who in their right mind would threaten a judge? Come on now. Everybody up in here know that lady is a judge. Ain't nobody, y'all doing that on y'all computer. Y'all, because I bet you when you find out who it is, it ain't gonna be nobody that's this color. I guarantee you that. Cause they ain't stupid enough to even sit up there and say no shit like that. I know that about my people. We might get over there and joan your ass. We gonna get over there, we gonna talk shit about you. You gonna be a redneck, all types of shit. But for them to sit up here and try to make it seem like that they are the fucking victims is blowing me. And the governor then came out. Did y'all hear that? The governor then came out and said he finna try to prosecute Ben Crump and Al Sharpton for inciting a race war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some bullshit. Cause these people want to know what happened to their child. That's it.
But that's why I said it goes back to how you mad at me for being hurt or mad at something you did to me. How you y'all know that's how narcissists work. That whole all of them officials in Mississippi, and you know what's making me even more mad? They got so many African American people in Mississippi. I need to hear more from them. I need to hear more from them people that go to work and commute every day in Mississippi in these counties and get harassed by police officers. I need to hear more from from people, families who have victims that have unsolved unalivings in Mississippi. I need to hear more from these people because see, they don't think we know.
They scared,
Exactly.
and they're not gonna say anything. They're gonna do exactly what the YT people are doing because they do not want. Oh, I'm just gonna go along to get along. Well, I ain't get. I understand. I feel bad for the baby, but you got to let the police do their job and all of it. That's what they got down there. And that's why a lot of these people in Mississippi are coming up talking about it's no racism here. We don't experience that. You don't think you experience it because you're so used to experiencing the underlying aggression and microaggression shit that they be doing. You don't think that it's racist. You grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up here in Arkansas. It's racist here. It's certain stuff that I hear, like YT people here say girl a lot. And and anywhere else, if they say girl, it's disrespectful as fuck. You're gonna get popped in your fucking mouth. Don't call me no motherfucking girl. You know what I'm saying? But I know because we're in the country and that's how we talk. We be like, girl, you know what I'm saying? That's how we talk. So I know when I'm here, or boy, you know what I'm saying? Or well, I'm gonna say this. It's a little different with boy because they know not to say that motherfucking shit here no more. They don't do that. And we say boy around here, you getting your ass whooped. You hear me? They say brother if they say any motherfucker. What's up, brother? Yeah. They had it. Put that motherfucking BRO on the end of that bitch. You hear me? They don't do that now. It's but you had those. You got those. You still got them ones here that be, good old boy, this and that. But again, I'm using the girl as an example because that's just like for YT women, it just depends on how they say it. I can tell when you being racist, or I can tell when you just like, what's up, girl? What's going on? That type of thing. So if you was coming here from somewhere from like hell, New York or something, and you came down here and you heard that, you would think it was kind of racist because you like, it's just that's so outside looking in, we know Mississippi is racist as fuck. I'm from Arkansas, bitch, and I went to Mississippi and I was like, oh my God, it's racist. Hell here, I need to go home. I'm ready to go home. I ain't never said I was ready to go home. Never. So Mississippi ain't no motherfucking joke. Do you hear me? So I don't know where everybody else stay from Mississippi. If you are, Kanisha, if you are from Mississippi, please come up. If y'all are from Mississippi, please come up because we want to hear from our.
So like I know when we travel, because I'm right here. That's our neighbors, right? I'm here in New Orleans. So when we travel and we go places like past Biloxi and stuff like that, as soon as we hit Mississippi state line, everybody hates to even go through Mississippi because they're waiting. They are waiting. I don't even play in Mississippi, baby. The farthest I will go, I might go to Biloxi to go to Margaritaville or something like that. But driving through certain counties and stuff, man, no indeed, no. No, indeed, no.
Would you say hell no?
Hell no, shit.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Let me Anita, hold on. Let me get let me get one more person before I get you. Miss Quality over Quantity. I love your name. Miss Quality over quantity. I know it's sometimes hard to unmute the but you said bring all the Mississippi folks up. Yeah, well, I'm trying. They need to. Okay, hold on. Well, we had she. Dark Justice. You've been up for a while. Hi, how you doing, sweetie?
Good, good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Uh, I mean, it's a lot to cover, but I definitely feel there was, some foul play, distractions, a lot of misleading and lies is going on even now. But I don't know much about this Taterhead dude, but I do know that I give him credit for getting these people to come out and say something now, because now we can kind of dissect, see where their head is at. As far as this Warren guy, see where they head at, because we didn't ever knew that part. We always heard, what we've been saying um, without hearing from them. It was one sided. But now I'm hearing the stuff. It's a lot of inconsistencies and lies. We all know that. And I also said something about you saying about Nolan's mom earlier. He I said before they're gonna start getting threats once all this stuff start coming out. That his family is gonna start getting threatened and all these things, because that's the nature and that's how these things work. You know what I'm saying? To try to run them out of there now, you're bringing all this trouble down here. There goes a neighborhood type thing. Um, they don't want that. They want to keep it quiet. And people are always talking about, as far as this Ben Crump thing. Ben Crump, I don't care what anybody say about him. He brought attention to this case, because other than that, it definitely, we all know it would have been swept under the rug like they've been doing. And this is a turning point right here. We right in the middle of history where all this stuff getting ready to come to light. And we all, back in the days, we didn't have platforms like this to come together and put our minds together and
Right.
really face these issues that we've been facing.
Hold on, Dark Justice. Let me get Nancy together real quick. Nancy. I don't know where you dropped in from here from. But you saying there's no evidence of foul play. Where is this baby throat at? Why they ain't put it out yet? It's been 21 days. It's been 21 days. If the police told you that your child, you know what? I ain't gonna even go there with you, Nancy. Nancy, you one of them.
Go there. If the police told
No,
her,
I'm gonna go here with her, because I gotta make sure I keep my breath and stuff. But I'm saying, like I was finna say, now if the police held your shit back, your child's autopsy back for 21 days, you wouldn't have a problem. You would be okay, right? You wouldn't be up here asking us to help you, huh, Nancy? Because you damn sure ain't Nancy Gray, ma'am. And you get your ass up out of here too. Nancy your ass the fuck on up out of here. Why don't you find a pond or a lake or a body of water and go stick your feet up in there, Nancy? And I hope something suck your ass in, since it's just so easy to drown. Nancy, I want you to just have you a good day in the water today. It's good and hot outside. I know where you at. It's hot. Because you coming in here with a whole bunch of hot ass air. Nancy, get your ass the fuck up out of here. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Because you won't say that. You will not say, hey, Coco. You just came in here while I was, listen. Because y'all don't make sense. Y'all don't make sense. And I hate to even point out one person, because I ain't say nothing to you at first. I seen you come in. I was like, I'm not even going to fucking say nothing, because, she just wants some attention. Hey, brother. Hey, cousin Darius. Y'all just coming up in here while I'm talking crazy to folks. That's why I be trying to tell people, when y'all first meet me, if you come in and I'm talking crazy, it's probably not to you, it's to somebody else. Somebody that took me, I take you there, that took me fucking there today. With y'all so smart, but you dumbass motherfucking people. You so goddamn, that damn racism got y'all so fucked up in the head that y'all be really thinking that y'all be right, and you're not. You're absolutely Absolutely not. Do the bye-bye to Nancy. She gone. Keela done got on up out of here. Bye-bye, Nancy. See you later. Raggedy bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Who is the next? Mama? Oh, well, no. Hold on. Dark, finish what you were saying, baby. I'm so... Dark, finish what you were saying.
I feel you. I understand. I understand. But far as the case, a lot of people say, "Oh, race don't play a part," this and that. Yes, it do. Because what year that did racism end against black people? I want to know that first of all, and then second of all, these we all know the history, and then like you go to the doctors, they ask for your history to know what's wrong with you or what's going on with you, and that's the same with society. That's the same with anything. You have to know the history of things to understand and know where we at right now, and being living, people over 50 or whatever, like I am. We've seen a lot of things in our time, so we understand how things work and how things go. And a lot of stuff has been, a lot of history has been erased, even just like within our own culture, like having the cookouts and the family reunions and all that. Cousins don't even know cousins no more.
Yeah.
And, not to go off subject or anything, but I'm just saying like that, we as a people have to come together and figure out our problem, on our own. But we also have to expose the racism that's out here in order to solve that too. Until people see color, because they're saying they don't see color. Until people start seeing color, we're not going to get to the bottom of our problems right now. And this is a form case of it right here. Like this is already a history of
Well,
us.
unfortunately, this is this, and I hate to say this, but it's I feel like it's true because it's the old saying. You know how when families when families are apart, but whenever a funeral comes, we always get together. We always come together to be able to lay that person to rest, no matter what our issues is with each other. We that week of somber is what we do, and sometimes connections are rehealed through those connections being made. And unfortunately, right now, because we don't trust each other as a people, we don't trust each other as a people anymore. We trusted people when they said you help us get in this position and we're gonna reach one and teach one. When people got in those positions, some of these black people got in positions and they forgot who they was because they got so much money, they got so much attention, they got so much love from these other people that they forgot, or they in those spaces now, LeBron James, where they don't, I don't hang around those type of people before and this and that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we don't trust each other anymore. We don't trust each other anymore. So we are getting in spaces like this where we're starting to trust each other. And the crazy part about it is it's taking for someone to pass, unfortunately, for us to come together and see. And everybody's not going to see it. Some people are still, the young people right now is the ones we really need to be having boots on the ground with this, because I'm going to be honest with you. Officer Tater Head, he got all the young white boys on his side. You understand me? They on his side. They like, oh yeah, and even some black boys. They're like, yeah, that makes sense, and because it's better. It's just like you know what? I might as well go over here because these people ain't giving me shit to go to. So that's where that's what I see. But I see this situation as a stepping stone. Like you said, we're getting more people in these groups, in these lives that are seeing people like me, V, Keela, Anita, y'all coming up on the live, and we're having conversations about this. And we may not all agree on everything, even other subjects, but the fact that we're up here having conversations, that's what scares them. That's the reason why they keep saying all those black people are on there, and why Warren just said, yeah, Officer Tatum, me and my bros, we watch you all the time. Oh, really? Oh, lets us know exactly what type of person you are.
Yeah,
Right.
because if the community don't like him and y'all gravitate to him, that further explains that you don't like our race.
Thank you. Cause 2 + 2 = 4 all day long. Well, thank you, Dark Justice, for your intake. I really appreciate. Love to have a man out on the panel. To
Can I say one last thing though about the
Sure,
autopsy?
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
the autopsy. I mean, everybody was talking about, oh yeah, possible drowning, this and that. And as far as I'm concerned, if you wanted to prove that statement, why not send all those pieces to the second person so he can confirm what you were saying? You know what I'm saying? I just felt that it was deception right there and obstruction, because maybe they do have a case on these boys and they like, no, we're going to be the ones that come out with this correctly because Ben Crump is involved. We got to make sure we do this the right way now. So, you know, I think by him putting attention on it, he going to make sure they do whatever they got to do. They, you know, get this investigation going like it's supposed to, because we all know it was a botch investigation to begin with. So that's all I want to end off with. And I appreciate you having me up here too.
No problem. Thank you, Dark Justice. I appreciate you coming up.
All right.
All right, Mama. You're next.
Hey, how is everyone doing?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. I do this on my FB page because I have another one with 218K. My big one, I don't do it because it's cooking, and I got 460K. But I would tell you this much. If you put in the directions that he say the boat was at, you can go to Google and put it in. They never left the island. If you go back and hit a 911 call or whatever that was to the people to help, she asked him several times, how many people are on the boat? First time he said there are no kids. She said, how many people, adults and kids? He stumbled because if you put, he said we're in 17 to 30 feet of water. But if you put in
the
where he said he was at the accordance, he was only in 3 feet of water. I don't know any friend that doesn't check to make sure their friend has made it home. They didn't call the next day or anything. He's never been to Nolan's house. He's one of those friends. You come to my house, I don't go to your house.
I don't go to your house. And we know what type of friends they are.
And then Tatum, that's the same dude on the interview said he wouldn't cry if his child and wife died, but he cried over Charlie Kirk. Turncoat. You know what I'm saying? That turnpike stuff. So what I'm saying is that there's another person you can add to this equation. There's a picture of Nolan bending over, but there's also a boat, the 123 boat. I don't know if that's Katie's father's boat.
It is.
But there was a grown, overweight white man on that boat. And there was one taking a picture of Nolan. Now, the part of the throat that's missing is the larynx, which is the real tiny part, tender part that can determine if he was choked. It can determine if it was any force done there. When people grab you directly up under your neck between with one or two hands, if a rope was around your neck. And they chose to keep it. And it's a form of disrespect because typically when the autopsy is finished, they take all the body parts and put it back in the body and sew it up so that it can go with the body to the ground. And it shouldn't take this long. And then when the district attorney got up there and said that she was trying to respect this case, but I'm confused because you let the sheriff get up there and say no foul play, like y'all did with Camille Anthony. Now I'm going to leave this and I'm going to drop, but they didn't abolish slavery in Mississippi until February 7th, 2013. That ought to tell you something. They say they lost it, but they didn't. They never signed for the abolishment of slavery because they felt like we were cattle and they wanted to be paid and they weren't compensated. Look it up. February 7th, 2013 is when Mississippi abolished slavery.
That is crazy. But y'all, we ain't racist.
Go on and I can go on and on because I teach Black history. I teach American history. And so therefore I'm letting you know up front. That boat was taken on water. And if there is, I don't know if it's true or not, allegedly, because I heard it with my ears, that they were panicking. And I heard on the second video that they said, Nolan, he's about to die, you're dying. Now, I don't know if they panicked, but when she asked them how many people, if you look up that boat, it can hold 7 to 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
He also said that it belonged to his father, but yet the man contacted the grandfather. He also said that he didn't need the Coast Guard's help. Now, I don't know nobody who's sinking, and you don't need the Coast Guard to help you. But he said, no, he didn't need the Coast Guard. And in the end of the video, when she went, the recording, when she went back and she was talking to the people that were going to help, she said, it's so much going on that boat.
Mm-hmm.
That's
She
what the
tried
lady
to make it
said.
seem like, oh, it's just a bunch of kids on the boat. It's something going on. It's a lot going on, but
That's
there.
what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I feel like someone said, it's not that Ben Crump wins a lot of cases, but he can bring attention to a case.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you when it comes to the mother. She realizes that she did not get these people. Before her son's death, she literally had nobody really watching her. I wouldn't build a page off of my trauma because she's trauma bonding with strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Versus sometimes in the Black community, we think it's something wrong with getting counseling. But the way she's doing it now, she's entitled to it. And one more thing before I drop, because I know I'm over my time.
No, you okay.
We are using the same tools they've used on us all our lives.
Mm-hmm.
They just taught us how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
We have the tools now, and we're using them. So if you're building all these data centers and everything is going to be ran by AI, when will AI be submissible in a case? You've used it in the past. You just used it against Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
When
it's
they
coming
were-
up soon. It's coming up sooner than y'all think.
Uh-huh. So I just feel like they use it when they want to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when it comes to us, Officer Tatum, we're going to always have an Officer Tom. And I feel like we're our worst enemy. And when we start to stick together, it's something about us. We have an energy surge.
Mm-hmm.
And when we stick together and we really get on one accord, we move mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen a friend that will not go back and check on their friend or call.
Come on now.
You know, that didn't even contact the mom and say, well, I want you to know Nolan stayed back. We didn't recommend him to, but he stayed back.
Right.
Is everything okay? Nothing. Because I would have said, well, I need to make sure Loda made it home. We had boat problems. I want to make sure he had made it home and that whoever he rode with didn't have boat problems.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But thank you all for the time.
Mama cooking, Mama Comfort Cooking. I followed you. Thank you so much for that insight. I do apologize. My daughter and my grandkids walked in, so I was smiling
Well,
at
that's
you.
okay. But if anybody want to go up and put in exactly the directions that he gave to them, whether he was at west of this, that, and the third, she immediately said, "You're on Horn Island." She didn't say that you were close to another dock. She didn't say that we had you near such and such and we're going to try to move you. She said, where would you like to be sent? He said one place and then somebody in the background said another place.
Yeah, he said the first place. In first place, he said both places. He said the first place, he said, let's go to Ocean Springs. Oh, no. Let's go to Bayou, whatever.
Yeah, because somebody in the background was giving him directives.
Oh, telling him not to go to Ocean Springs, but to go to Bayou.
And then all of a sudden, the water was not taking on the boat because the grandfather said they didn't need no help.
And it was like within minutes. Because soon as she got off the phone with them, she She called the captain, and the captain was like, well, I just got off the phone with them, and they said that they good. Do I need to go or do I not need to go? And that's why I guess when he got there, they said that they was already good, and then he just went on and left. Okay. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate
Wow.
it.
Have a great day.
You too. You too. Wow, that's crazy. Fort Bayou. All right. Anita, I'm gonna go ahead and let you speak for a second, and then we gonna play the rest of this the last 10 minutes of this video. And me and my girls is gonna end it out real quick because I really want to know what they overall think about this. But Miss Anita, y'all, please just be mindful with my girl. She already nervous being up here. So and go ahead, you got the floor.
Friend, you can go ahead on it and listen to the video.
Okay.
We can listen.
But people have made this out to be something that it's absolutely not, and it's disgusting in my opinion.
Was Nolan the only black person on that island?
Absolutely not. I saw a lot of black people, and like I said, I mean, it's not pointed out or anything. I mean, I wasn't looking at that, but my buddy Trayson was out there, and he's mixed. Javon was out there. He's came out. He's mixed. I know a bunch of my friends that are black that were out there that day that I haven't even mentioned.
Cousin Darius, you gonna have to help your TT out with the pin board and stuff. I ain't got all the way through there. You gonna have to help me out on that. I'm gonna try to see. I don't know how to pin board it and stuff yet. I ain't got that far down the thing because I sure was like trying to put the pin on this side, but
you can't pin when you got people in the box.
Oh, okay. So well, we don't need the pin right now, but you should be able to have a pin box and then people at the box at the bottom. I done seen people do that before. I don't know.
I mean, Nolan was not the only black person out there, by no means. I mean, like there was thousands of people out there, white, Mexican, black, everyone,
And in the friend group, is Nolan the only black person in the friend group?
Absolutely not. My buddy Trayson's black. I have other friends of color. I mean, our friend group is very tight, and we have not a small group of guys, but we have 10 to 12 guys in my friend group, and we're all from Ocean Springs, and we grew up together. But Nolan is not the only black guy in my friend group by any means, and everybody knows that.
There's controversy around the CETO, right? You guys called it in.
Right.
They have that record of you guys, making that emergency call.
Right.
But then there's this, I guess, graphic of you guys traveling at a slow speed. Then all of a sudden you accelerate.
Right.
People are saying that that's an indication of something afoot or foul play going on in that timeline. What do you have to say to the naysayers who are mentioning that something must have happened, that you guys were going slow, then you accelerated all of a sudden?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely not. We got towed probably a quarter mile. Like I said, my buddy Bart drove his boat up next to ours after he pulled us out away from the island, and then he towed us a little more while we were trying to get the motor figured out. I mean, the motor would trim down. So then eventually, and the motor wouldn't trim down. And so eventually we figured out if you help.
Baby, I wouldn't have never put this motherfucking interview out. Do you hear me? I'd have threw this whole interview in the trash can. I mean, you got to start over because you done incriminated yourself like 60 times in this bitch.
The manual trim on the motor will stay in the water even when you start to accelerate, because when my buddy would put the boat in gear and forward, the motor would come right back up. So it trimmed down, but then it'd come right back up when you went to go put it in forward and drive off. So yeah, we stopped at one point. My buddy pulled the plug out the boat, got back in the boat, the captain of the boat, got in the water, pulled the plug out the boat, got back in the boat, and hit it. And like I said earlier, we all transferred our weight to the front. So, because there was so much water in the back of the boat that when my buddy had it pinned out all the way, trying to go as fast as we can, and the boat was still sitting like this on the water. Wouldn't have been planed out. So we had to move all the way to the front of the boat. Everybody had to get on the bow, and eventually we planed. Everybody got sat back, and when you're on plane and you're going, water starts coming out the boat. Like that's the whole reason he pulled the plug, because when you come out the water and you're on plane and the boat's level, water starts coming out the boat. So, I mean, that's why we came to a stop, so he could jump in the water, pull the plug, and then we hauled in. There was no stopping, because if you do stop, the water starts coming back in the boat because the plug's out. So
there's nothing nefarious there, just a formality of trying to unplug the boat and
absolutely not.
Get it docked properly.
Correct. I mean, we were just trying to, solve the boat's issues, because we wouldn't have ever gone anywhere if the boat wasn't figured out. So,
and Nolan being a really good friend of yours, really good friend of all of you guys. Some of you guys have been accused of killing him. I mean, obviously he was somebody you knew, somebody you spent a lot of time with. With all that has gone on,
who accused them of killing him? Who accused them of that?
Their conscience.
I was gonna say, because we said what happened to him. We want to know. We didn't say you did it. Nobody up here said no. I ain't heard nobody on none of these panels actually say. They asking what happened. What fucking happened? And y'all are trying to crucify everybody for them asking what happened. This is the most honest. Oh, this is so irritating. I know when I get off this live, I got to go touch some grass. Goddamn
But
it!
you know what's crazy
you.
though? You know what's crazy? You know how Tater Head said, "Oh, it's gonna be all facts. Oh, we're gonna break the internet. We gonna tell." Where is the proof? You just proving to us that you did just what law enforcement did, and that's take their word for whatever they said. There was no proof. You didn't even go through the phones. You didn't even go inspect the boat to see if they had a bill for a repair for the boat. You did none of that. So all you did was you just proving to us that y'all taking their word for it. Whatever they said happened, y'all saying it happened with no evidence that is real. And you know how much hate and scrutiny I got about this whole boat sinking situation? The people was coming for me, telling me that they got the boat fixed. That's why they kept doing the back and forward and this and that. Now this boy going into detail on just how much water the boat was taking in. The boat was sinking, and y'all made it to a dock and still left that dock and rode around some more, and then went to another dock and rode around some more, and then went home.
Yep.
But the boat was taking on all of that water.
Make it make sense.
So now, what have y'all formulated from him saying they went from dock to dock, right? And then now hearing that call, what y'all thinking? Because I'm thinking y'all hiding what's on the boat. Why y'all
Amen.
going from dock to dock? Why didn't y'all just stay at this dock? Why didn't y'all let the tow y'all? Like, after hearing the call, what was it that y'all was hiding?
It was something on that boat that they was hiding because they only wanted a certain person to come. He said my buddy came back and told us in, because the guy that went up there, the actual member service, he said that he went and the boat was already fixed.
And everybody is my buddy, but Javon ain't your buddy.
No. Oh, he said Javon's name.
Yeah,
But
but I'm saying it'll be my buddy Wyatt. But Javon ain't your buddy. Of course, we know he's not referencing Nolan as a buddy or whatever. But now Javon not your buddy either. So and all these buddies you're not naming, because that will have to name every single person that's on the boat, and then people gonna start questioning them.
Yeah.
And whenever they start getting questioned and the stories start to not match up, that's where everything gonna crack. That's why he's avoiding saying who was on the boat.
Yeah, he not naming no. The only name we know is Wyatt and
And
Javon.
the only reason why he gotta say why is because that's who basically the boat that Nolan
Yep.
initially was on.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Meta. Stories are going to change. Stories are not going to align. Everybody is not going to tell the same story, and that's why they're failing to name all the people that was on the boat. And my question was, Warren, you rolled in on one boat
Yep.
from
That
what you
part.
originally said. How did you end up on Wyatt boat going back?
Because he said he jumped on a boat with Wyatt and them to help because they needed help with because their boat was taking on water. But he also said he had got off of the boat, so he rode in on a different boat from Wyatt and them, right? And then he
Mm-hmm.
said what stuck out to a lot of us was he got off the Wyatt and them boat because he remembered he left his phone on the boat that he rode in on. So he felt his phone was important. Like we keep saying, Nolan's phone was
Mm-hmm.
important. He jumped off the boat with them real quick to go back to the original boat he was on to get his stuff, and then got back on the boat with Wyatt and them. Well, why your phone was so important? Why you didn't just let your phone ride in on the boat that you came in on? Why you had to go get your phone? The same way we keep saying, Nolan, he didn't have his phone, but you went got yours.
And that's why Tasha was saying the phone, no, Nolan phone was on the boat because Nolan was on the boat.
Nolan was on that boat.
And that's why they didn't want the Coast Guard to come because there was probably blood on that boat and they didn't have a way to clean it. And we also did not know in the beginning that a female was on. That's something we did not know. A
No,
lot of this
yep.
stuff is coming out because that call and that
Call,
GPS.
yep.
Everything
Yep.
is changing because we have tangible evidence now with the
Mm-hmm.
call and the GPS. So all of the original statements, like the judge, her original statement, somebody can get that statement. I need to highlight every discrepancy that's in her statement because she took what they said, right? And she put it in writing and made it public. A lot of that stuff has been debunked now. And then she never once said a girl was on a boat. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And then in the beginning, it wasn't three boats. Remember, in the beginning, all the focal point was on the boat. Nolan couldn't be on all three boats at one time. So why are we going to focus on the other two boats that went out with them? That was irrelevant, and they're trying to make it relevant, like Officer Tater Head.
And this is my thing. When he first got on here and he was talking this shit, right, y'all. He showed the video of when they first, all of them was first on here, and you can see everybody. You can see that Nolan was the only black person that was on there. Everybody was walking through. They was getting on the boats
Where
and
the
all
video
this.
coming back? So if y'all got a
They
video of
don't.
them
They don't got
going,
the video coming
come
back.
on. Where the
Wait,
video
wait, wait,
coming
wait,
back?
wait. So it's a video. It's a video of them leaving.
Leaving. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Oh,
video of them
I haven't
leaving.
seen that. I haven't
If
seen
you
that
go on to
video.
Officer, what? Tater Head, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Okay,
probably clip some stuff. I'm gonna go on YouTube and do a reaction over there.
I got my
That way it
iPad right
can
here. Tell me where to go.
Officer Tatum. I don't
Yeah,
even like to say his name. His name is
he
Tater Head,
a
goddamn.
part of
And
his
it's the
evidence.
part one. It's the part one where he showed. No, is it two or one? I think it's two. It might be
It
two.
could be part two, but that was his. That's one of the things he wanted to show evidence. That's the only. You didn't show us nothing. We know they
Didn't
went to
show us
Horn
shit.
Island, but you didn't show us them coming back from Horn Island.
He was trying to prove that. He was trying to prove that he was saying the media and everybody is saying that it was only three of y'all. Y'all are saying that he shouldn't have went with his three friends. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. So he was trying to prove that it was more than them 3-4 guys with him. It was a whole group of them. That's even worse.
That's what I said. That's worse. So not just
Mm.
one boat left them, three boats left them.
3 boats full of people left them. Shit. Hell, that pissed me off. Like he steady, and then I ain't gonna lie. Taylor Head was looking at him like, nigga, you keep talking about this damn boat. I'm trying to get you out this shit. They don't talk about this boat and the throttle on the boat. Damn. Shoot. You said give us more evidence. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. They is
But
not
my
gonna
thing
do
is,
it.
I want to know what is Mississippi law enforcement doing with all of this? That's what I really want to know because I believe that it's only so much that Ben Crump and his crew can do because it's not in a technical jurisdiction. But I
Mm-hmm.
want to know what Mississippi is doing with all of this
Nothing.
because it's too much. Somebody should be in custody by now. Somebody should be in custody. It's too much. It's too many lies.
And it should then they should have to tell. Well, they probably can't make them tell because you can plead the fifth, not say anything. But they should be able to try to figure out who was on these boats so they can bring them in for questioning. And like, and my thing is like this just shows how they're sticking together because
Mm-hmm.
as a parent, me knowing if I knew my child was on the boat with them, and I know my child ain't do nothing, but my child knows, oh, you got to go down for questioning, baby, because they gonna tie you up in this. If it
Yep.
all come out, you going down because why you ain't say nothing? But they probably, like they said, oh, they afraid because these people are high in power and things like that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And if y'all believe in the Lord like y'all say y'all do, then you know
Hello.
God gonna keep you covered. Get your
Hello.
ass down there to that station or go to somebody who's going to get it out there and tell what happened on that boat or whatever. You know.
You know why they're not gonna do it? It's not. I feel like for the YT kids, it's not because they're scared of retaliation. They are cocky and arrogant, and there's plenty of cases. God forbid that they have gotten away with. It's plenty of things they gotten away with. So they're just cocky, and they feel like they got enough move and motion. Because again, you can bring Ben Crump in all you want. That's still not his jurisdiction. It's not at all. He's a civil rights attorney. They can come bring them up on civil charges, but they can't bring them up on criminal charges. So they're standing 10 toes down. We're not trying to incriminate themselves and sticking together because they know that is who gonna file a criminal charge. Mississippi not gonna do it.
Nope. But they scared because they know at this point, after this, all Ben is doing is setting up his case. And
Well,
he's gonna
so
win. Y'all
see,
literally in a civil court, a civil judge hear this shit that's going on right now. Y'all liable.
Yeah.
You liable. So that's why they was mad. And the only way, I'm telling you, the only way that we gonna see some type of movement with this, if that grand jury see this shit and be like, wait a minute. No, we might need to go and look at this case because there's something up in this that ain't, and that's what's going to fuck them up. They're gonna really start scrambling. You're gonna start seeing people doing interviews out the ass, even the damn sheriff. Watch you see what I say, because he the one popped this shit off. He the one popped it off when he sat up there and said that this was an accidental drowning. And he didn't have to say none of the sorts. He should have said, we're still looking into information right now. We don't have any information. We will let y'all know as soon as possible. Point blank, period. But you had to let it be known that, oh, you guys it's just an accidental drowning. It'll be,
But see
Okay.
that autopsy, let me tell y'all something, because I think I spoke about it once before. There is literally no need for that medical examiner in Mississippi to hold on to his throat, the organs surrounding the throat, his lungs. There's no need for them to hold on to it. When an autopsy is performed, and I talked about this on my panel, and I even pulled out my brother's autopsy. Just give an example of how detailed some of that stuff be, right? Everything they took out of Nolan's body, they dissected it. They took tissue samples, they took fluid samples, they took blood samples, they measured it, and they weighed it, okay? Once they did that, that's all you can do with the organs. It's no need to hold on to them. So when a second autopsy was requested, everything that was taken out of that baby should have been put back in and sent to that original medical examiner. There's no need for them to hold on to it, but I know they held on to it for a fact because that is going to determine and confirm the cause of death and that it was not an accident. That's why they held. It's no need. Why are they holding on to the throat and the lungs? They already took the samples.
They already said, we done already got confirmed by several forensic examiners that have told us, yes, it is like V just verified. It is very much so that they have to take out all the organs and do a sample piece and stuff, but that has to go back. If it is something wrong with any of the organs, or they think it's any type of friction or fraction in it, they keep it. That's it. They keep it for a reason.
Yep. Now I think them keeping it, because I still feel like it's an ongoing cover up. They are probably not even. I will bet anything that they're
They
not
waiting on it
storing
to
it.
decompose.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're not storing it properly. They're not storing it properly because they know eventually they will have to turn it over. And by the time they turn it over, it'll be even harder for the next medical examiner to confirm it. So I feel like I bet you any money it's not stored. Because again, even if they hold on to it, again, it's no reason. You're not going to be checking it every day for new tissue samples every day. You've already collected everything you need to run the testing that you need. So you could have long time ago gave it back, but you're waiting for it to decay because you know that medical examiner is going to expose that larynx, that thing's going on with that throat. It was some type of suffocation. It was some type of choking, whatever it is.
Wow.
It's still a cover up. They still that cocky though. That's the point. They're still that cocky with knowing and being convicted in their lie that they're gonna get away with it, like they did everything else.
But the thing with that, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I know some of y'all in here ain't gonna want to hear it, but the reason why they so cocky is because they got their friend in the next office, they other homeboy in the other office, they cousin in one office, and they voting the right people in to give people jobs. Because when you get a job as a mayor, you get to appoint people. I didn't even fucking know that. You get to appoint people to certain jobs. I said, damn. I said, oh, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't matter if you got a record or not. If they want you, oh, they're gonna sweep past that shit and you're gonna get in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Guess what people didn't know? Guess what people didn't know though? The coroner. The coroner could have been a damn veterinarian. The coroner could have been a garbage truck driver. A coroner don't have to have no medical experience. That's what a lot of people are not. In New Orleans, when they did the coroner, the voting for the next coroner, they had people that wasn't never in the medical field. Even though Dr. McKenna won, shout out to Dr. McKenna, he the coroner of the city. But that's how they get their people in there. With the coroner. So guess what the coroner got to do though, y'all? They got to sign off on these autopsies and stuff. The medical examiner do what they got to do. The coroner do what they got to do. So they get, like you said, they get their people in them positions. So when shit like this happen, oh, we Gucci. We good. Don't worry about it.
And that's the reason why y'all need to take y'all asses out and vote.
Hello.
And not in no damn presidential election. I would rather for y'all not to vote at the presidential election and vote on these midterms and these officials and these the mayor's office and all of that, because that's where it's at. And we've been telling y'all that for the past 10 years, but I think everybody is starting to like, it's clicking. It's like, oh, wait a damn minute.
It's hitting home.
It's hitting home. And that's the only way, because really, to be honest with you, local can be more powerful than federal. You understand? Local can be more powerful than state. State can be more powerful than federal. You understand what I'm saying? Federal is just there to just kind of that be your last result that that's what that's supposed to be. But when you battling in local and state, that local, if it's crop tight, they not gonna let state come up in there and fuck with they city. So that's where a lot of and that's where we gotta start it, from that bottom ground at local. I didn't actually have, and this is so crazy, I done had so many people contact me like, Tasha, you need to try to run for state representative. Bitch, no, I'm not going to Washington. Y'all not sending me up there, because they gonna hang my ass. That for real. They gonna be like, he is too much up in here. She do not let her ass up in here. I said, I can't do that. I'll be an activist.
And that's what Mississippi did. Mississippi, see how you stand. The government can't come in and make no decisions for that state. No, when I tell y'all go look up Mississippi state laws, they are different from a lot of states. Mississippi got this shit on lock. You can't come throw your weight around over here if you work for the government, if you were any type of official. That's why the governor is speaking about being Crump the way he is, because he know Crump can't get to him. Crump can't do nothing to him. He know that. Mississippi got it airtight. I'm telling you, ain't nobody coming to Mississippi throwing their weight around. I don't give a damn what your title is. Trump will have a hell of a fight if he try to do something in Mississippi. I promise you that. Their
But
laws,
the
they are
crazy part
protected.
about it is they didn't crack the door open. That's why his ass and came up here and spoke. Everything you said is absolutely right. But see, they didn't crack the door open.
Yeah.
And in this motherfucking case, and then if it's the one more case come up out that motherfucker, I'm talking about in here recently, oh, it's finna be some shit. Do you hear me? Because people are going to start singing like a canary. See, right now, ain't nobody singing like a canary yet. The only people that singing like a canary in the Nolan Wells situation is Warren. See, what's going to have to happen is somebody in Mississippi, one of them not a representative, somebody that work in the county clerk or been work county council, somebody up in there is going to have to, what they say, whistleblow.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to get them right there. It's a leak in this old building. Do you
The
hear me?
people saying the light is on. The light is
Oh,
The
it's
on.
roaches is
on. It
scattering.
wasn't on at first, Keila. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it was not on. These people they for real. They like, wait a minute. And I'm going to tell you this. I like how the mama and them did this. I like how they did it. I know some people don't understand how they doing it, but I like how they did it. They kept it at, it's colorblind over here. We just want to know what happened to our son. I'm talking about mal-mannered. Because, I'd have been, man, they'd have been and had to lock me up for some terrorist things. Because, baby, the way I'd have been up here clowning about my damn son. But the way that they doing it, because they are showing the peoples right now, look at what's going on. We ain't even said nothing about them, but they are. Warren attacked this mama and this father this whole motherfucking video. Now, if we come out and start saying some of the shit that goes on, and y'all, why your mama and daddy divorced so young when you were so young? You got a stepmama and a stepdaddy, huh? And I had heard some things ain't right up in them two households either. Why you sitting up trying to point out stuff as a kid that you don't know shit the fuck about? But Nolan was with me 3 days a week. Nolan had to play football practice 3 days a week. Bitch, I was at practice. You can't sit up here and tell me that he was hanging out with you that much and you didn't go to his funeral. You didn't even go privately. If I know that I'm being looked at, whatever the case may be, I'm going to call his mother. Miss Christine, is there any way that we could do me and you? I don't want nobody else to come. My parents don't have to come. I just want it to be me and you, if you can. I don't even want his dad. If he's uncomfortable, he think the dad gonna do something to him. I just want to be able to pay my respects to my friend, because this shit is turning me up. He didn't do none of that. You know what he said on here? He thought about himself. Well, I didn't want to put myself in that position. I didn't want to put my family in that. You didn't think about that motherfucking shit when you did what you did. Or you seen what you seen and you didn't say nothing. You didn't think shit about that, because you know why? Because he's privileged. He already know, oh shit, it's gonna get swept up under the rug. I can get dad and them to take care of this. Mom is gonna take care of this. I'm not worried about it. It'll be okay.
Look how he act on the Horn Island. Listen, that's an 18-year-old boy. This is probably the most traumatic thing happened in his life. It ain't no way his voice shouldn't have had a little shake to it. He shouldn't have shed a tear. If you ever lost somebody close to you that you say you spend as much time as he said he spent with this boy, right? You ain't gonna sit at ease with your mind. Let me tell you, your mind is gonna be so fucked up. You gonna be envisioning his body washed up on that land that you standing on in that moment. You hear me? My brother died. I couldn't say the word hearse. I done damn near wrecked if I saw a hearse on the interstate on side of me. I couldn't go back to the hospital where I had to unplug my mama at. It has been 6 years. That boy, and he don't have no. I'm talking about, and that's why I said when Tater Head brought him to that island, y'all, the amount of disrespect that showed to the family was so. That shit made me visibly sick to my stomach because I know your friend washed up on this land that you standing your feet on right now, and you ain't showed a shred of emotion. And and Tater head, he don't have no emotion. This is a young black boy with a mystery debt, allegedly, and you ain't showed no emotion.
None. And been
You just
talking
trying to
crazy
play
to
his
the family
game.
like they shouldn't even be grieving. They say, "Oh, you are grieving your
Yes.
son wrong. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are what? What type of
They
shit?"
talking about the money that and then Keela just proved to why they need these funny goals, because this woman is a nurse practitioner. That woman ain't got her foot in that hospital or wherever she worked at since her baby been gone. You don't think she needs to feed her family? You think all the resources that are presented to her, she is free? That shit ain't free. Now she gonna need the resources even more because they're going for her license, her job. You think she gonna be able to work again in that state? Period.
They gonna have to move. I would literally been once my son. I found out my son was gone, baby. Y'all come call me the next realtor right now. Y'all come sit. We come sell this motherfucker ASAP. Cause I don't even want to be here. Like you said, like you just said, I literally cannot go to my best friend's house. Like I cannot even pass by there without fucking bawling or damn near like I get the crying and laughing at the same time, and it's the weirdest shit. And I'm like I'm crying even more because I'm laughing so hard. I'm crying, but I'm crying because I miss this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I literally can't even go down there. I'm shaking now even thinking about the shit. I literally can't even go down that damn street. I pass. She ain't not that far from me. I pass by through that motherfucker all the time, but I can't go directly down that fucking street. And she's been gone for 10 years, and I got her on my finger and everything. So when I seen that shit, I was like, yeah, that's what unalivers do when they disconnect themselves from what they done did or who they done did it to.
He didn't even shed a tear in the interview sitting in the studio, y'all. You can't talk about a loved one so recent as Nolan's death and not shed a tear talking about it. You cannot do it. I start crying. Y'all probably done been on my live before where I talk about my mom or my brother, and I start crying. And it's been years. You can't, and it's so fresh for him. And for him not to show no, not even on Horn Island, sitting on the sofa talking about his friend. When you talk about the past tense with somebody you love, that shit cuts you deep because the reality is they're in your past now. And he didn't show nothing, y'all. That shows me more than any other piece of evidence we have out here. Just him talking with no emotions gives me an answer that I know.
Yeah, I'm just so sad for their family that they having to on top of losing a child, they have to go through the scrutiny that they going through. And somebody said it best, I think it was UV. I know that she is trying to connect with people on the internet because I think a little piece of it is helping her get through it, but she's going to have to find like some type of publicist or something to where she can or some type of group or something that she can get into where it's like a Discord or something like that she can get in where she can have those, people on the internet that want to support her and stuff like that, because her being on here right now is I know it's making her feel better to a certain extent, but it's also hindering her because she's having to reopen and she's seeing shit that, that I'm seeing the shit and it's fucking me up. And this ain't even my baby. Like my son even tell me yesterday, he said, "Mom, I know this your job and you be doing your thing." He was like, "But don't. I need you to step away," because he know I get to calling him every 5 minutes. Where you at? Now, what you doing? Did your friend like mama? I'm just saying, goddamn it, because I know you up there with some peoples and stuff, and I know it's more people up there. He's not like 1% or no shit like that, but it's like it's 35% black and the rest of it is white. So I just have that thing. He like I don't want you to get so connected to this that you thinking, but I'm telling him Okay, but I don't want you to be so nonchalant with the shit. I need you to listen to me when I'm telling you shit. You know what I'm saying? So we,
My daughter at a PWI too. Yep.
yeah. So
And
you
she
know how
come
it is.
home.
You know
Yep.
it's just that little inkling in the back of our head, like, you know what I'm saying. We want to make sure. And this is the thing. Nobody is saying that your kids can't go to those type of schools and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, but you just have to be mindful, because obviously if this boy, just like what Keela said, if you've been watching him, he don't like black people.
Yep.
The way he talk about black people, like, you would have thought he was mixed and he full fledged. He a full nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, if you watch him every day and all that, then you are. You don't be that with and how many friends how many black people was on the island? He only named one, but he said, oh, it was other, it's a whole bunch of
Others. It
others.
was others.
And then what did he say? It was a whole bunch of colored people. That motherfucker said colored bitch. And then people like to say, oh, in Mississippi they still be saying that. That's the reason why y'all racist as hell. Cause bitch, come to Arkansas and call somebody colored here. You're I promise you gonna get ran down. No,
He
no
probably
sir,
just
no
started
ma'am.
watching him. He probably just started. He didn't know nothing about Tater Head before Tater Head started talking about him. Listen, when we on the internet talking, y'all, these people be watching us, okay? So when all of this stuff went down, Warren, Wyatt, the judge, all the rest of them went to the streets of social media and they watched to see what people were saying about them and how people were reacting to the case. And when they stumbled upon Tater Head videos or somebody talking about him, that's when they got intrigued and they started listening more to his videos. That man, them people ain't know nothing about that man until this shit happened. And like, cause he said it. He said we gravitated to you because you were on our side, not because you speaking the truth and you really neutral about the situation. It's because you was on our side. Warren said that out his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm about to get off of here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
I
finna
gotta
say
go.
I'm finna take me a break, Jesus. I'll be back later this afternoon, honey. It's been tequila. I need to call you.
Okay.
I need to call you for. I can't say nothing on here right now because I know you
Oh
might.
Lord.
But our cousin, come back later so we can do. We gonna do another panel because we got some other stuff we need to uncover as well too. So
I'm gonna go
and
live later, but we got appointments at 9, at 6 and 7 tonight.
Oh,
We having
cousin, I
our
just follow you
appointments.
back. Yeah.
appointments. What y'all got? Y'all
The
got
battles. We
y'all
be
back.
We
battling.
I
battling,
feel
girl.
like I'm being left out, but I know Keely told me to keep doing what I'm
Keep
doing.
doing
But
what
I
the
just
hell
want to come
you
over there with
doing.
y'all.
You doing good.
Yeah, you stay
You
right
is
over here.
doing good. Keep
Okay,
on
I
over
just
here. If
wanted
it
to come
ain't
over
broke,
there
don't
with y'all.
fix
Y'all
it.
gotta come over here
And
too.
keep your head on the swivel because
Yeah.
I see something about Carmelo Anthony about to be back in court in a
Mm-hmm.
few like a week or so, okay?
I heard that too. Oh, Keela, we gonna get on that story because it's starting to break. I know V. I know you've been talking about it too. The one in South
What?
Carolina, in McCormick, South Carolina. It's a lot of stuff that just started coming out, baby. Them people in that city is starting to talk. Do you hear
Mm-hmm.
me?
Okay, because I know I made my page my post on the Book of Faces and aunt commented, but her comment didn't resonate. Like I was like, I'm not gonna be disrespectful, so I strolled past. But she did one of the so-called aunt commenting, and I'm like, but this comment is not speaking volumes to your character as an aunt. You're proving what I said, but anywho,
Yeah. Well,
Well, y'all have a good
I
day.
don't know the family. I know the friend of the family. So and
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna say the friend. I very much so trust them. And
okay.
I'm gonna say this. They said it was some discrepancies on some things, but I get with you on the
Yeah,
back end of it. I think,
I believe that it was
mhm.
some, but
But I don't think it was
okay.
to the point where them trying to take him out of the home because of what they were
Mm.
saying. I think it was more of who they're connected to. This got something. This is kind of the same with Mississippi. It's got something to do with the hierarchy of people that are because some stuff happened to their family in another
Well,
case.
okay. Well,
Apparently, so
we'll
yeah.
get with it.
Yeah, because I can't say too much right now, but
Okay.
we'll.
Because I mean, you already know I don't mind retracting statements, but like
No,
that
but
was just my.
you know, with that, I was just kind of giving you, you know, just who it was, because I don't think that they was tripping off of it like directly. I don't even think they seen it. I was just telling you because I didn't even know you was covering that story. I didn't know how big the story had got because at first wasn't nobody talking about it. And then NYC Beat had what is it? NC Beat had
North
the
Carolina beat.
North Carolina Beat what's the name? What's his name? I can't think of his name, but he had said something about it.
Gerald or something like that.
I think it's Gerald. Yeah, he had said something about it, and it started gaining some traction. Now, mind you, this is what pisses me off. I said something about it a day before everybody. My video is still sitting at 2,000 views, but I'm okay with that because it was a whole lot of it was a lot of big time people that was like coming and like
I'm gonna
sharing.
call y'all back. I'm gonna go. Let me go.
Okay. It was a lot of
Okay.
big time people sharing it and stuff like that. So it got out. So it did what it was supposed to. But all right, girl. I'm
Okay.
gonna call you. So we're not
Okay.
gonna okay. Okay.
Uh,
All right, y'all. All right, we're finna go take us a break. We're gonna take a break. I'll be back later on. I hope everybody have a good Saturday. Yeah, friends, some juice. Y'all got to go over to the other channel for that because we gonna get into that. But I will be back and I'm gonna start the panel off a little bit more earlier when I come back so y'all can come up. Okay. I thank everybody. We almost hit 500K. That's okay. We did good, y'all. I thank y'all for coming in, and I will see y'all